Welcome to another edition of Story Day Live. Today we are getting together again, as usual, to talk about things that are impacting our community, and we are in our soccer season and our football with the Afcon coming. So today we're gonna have a conversation about that, and then as usual, we want you guys to join us and then give your own take about the topic. We have various topics that we're gonna be tackling today. So you can be in the comment section, and we're gonna open this phone line for you guys to chip your own vote, to voice your own opinion in, to chip in your own view of things, and we're gonna be receiving a very honorable guest today too. That is gonna be having this conversation. Three of us plus you guys. In the comment section or at the phone call. So we're gonna have a very impactful guest to have this conversation together. So welcome to the live, and as usual, you want to share, you want to comment, and you want to like the show so that the algorithm will have it positively and share it wherever it needs to be. So guys, to read their life, our community conversation.
Thank you guys very much. It's going to be another fine conversation. It's going to be another wonderful conversation. Like we said, we get together and we talk. We get together and just have conversations. We used to watch on Super Sport. We used to watch on CRTV. We used to watch on all these wonderful channels, but we never had the opportunity to join or to be part of the conversation. Now, God don't bless you small for place will day. At least we too organize our own small thing, and then we too she don't will talk, and then we invite people, then they talk. And then we'll not go be again, we'll leave and for our picking them. That's the reason why we are expecting everyone to be part of this project. Anyhow you think so, if you join and make the project move forward, fine. We want bills until we know for you are picking the take them and use them for not only impact their lives, but for impact with communities positively. Like my brother said, it's going to be a fine one because we are going to have on the show somebody who, or we too, we get so much respect and love for. In as much as when he come here all the time, I would you did a seminar, one fight, that the calm man that for corner David, and I would say no, leave us. But now because me and he and I tell people every time, now because me and he be so passionate about our community, we want see things happen. That is the thing. That is the thing. We just want to see things happen and want to see it happen now if possible. Yeah. So when you go join, we'll already send you link and everything. When you go join, then we'll kickstart the conversation. But the conversation will center around AFCON. It will center around the players. It will center around the coach. It will center around fans. It will just center around anything. And if any questions, the way any person get them, you feel ask them. For comment section, I hope you see the volume. They okay. I beg. Now let us know if the volume is okay. Especially for comment section. That way, we'll feel start right. Baba.
Yes.
AFCON already almost start. I see today, I see play and not be players them, I see teams them traveling Nigeria be there, Egypt. I see them they travel go Morocco, Cameroon already did Morocco since see many other teams that they travel. And what do you think by the way about that?
I mean, this is our 2 years event, major event in Africa, and we all know that soccer is like the cement of our society, our Pan-Africanism. This is the cement that link all the people of Africa. So AFCON for all African people is something to be celebrated. So the kind of rush you guys are saying, we are saying, is nothing but the natural course of things as far as AFCON is concerned. So now with players getting together, gathering to go to Morocco, Nigerians, they flee with they were very well dressed up, very well dressed up. That's how they give the credit to the competition they are going to. So they were well dressed up. They are joining the Morocco. So Cameroon is going to play. It's already in Morocco, and they're going to play in a friendly game tomorrow, Friday, with Wydad Casablanca. But it's going to be behind closed doors, just to test their tactics and all of that. And then afterwards, they will fly to Agadir, where their home base is. So, yeah. And then we've seen Malian rushing again, well dressed. And then have you noticed something that all these African team are dressing now in the African garment?
Regalia.
Yeah, regalia, and for me, it's very nice. It's about showcasing the culture, showing the world what we are, our culture, and how we love football, we love soccer, and soccer the way it is for us is more than religion. So yeah.
I want to ask you. Wait till Samuel Samuel to role again for CAF.
For CAF.
He did for Comex, and the other one everything.
He'll be president for development of his development and the other parties.
Yeah, developing the game and things like that. And I bet you say this way, this year, and also Samuel Eto'o don't put in a word like, hey, you know what?
Exactly.
Guys,
he's the chairman of that committee.
Yeah, how about we start showcasing more of us, especially for this level? Yeah.
So development of football in Africa, he's the chairperson of the committee those. So everything that is going on, he has his own say about the development of football, the development of infrastructure and all of that. Yeah, that's the commission he's chaired. And then in FIFA, he's the vice president of the commission of the law of games. So
yeah. That's beautiful, man. I really like the colors. I like the fact like my brother talk. Every team is showcasing something local, something cultural, something traditional. That is what we want for Africa. That is what we want for, because at the end of the day, Africa is a continent that is supposed to show its values, its culture, and everything that it has to the world. You understand? Only if you want to go work or wear jeans again, wear tracksuit and all of those stuff, then no, we don't pass that level. And we get designers, we get people. If Puma don't know how to do it, made hire some Cameroonian or some Nigerian. If we do something with Cameroonian, if we will and be comfortable in. You understand? It is high time we take our culture, we take our things to the biggest stage on earth. That way people can see who we are, understand who we are, enjoy who we are, and that's it. And I feel like that is one of the things people they actually underestimate about this competition. It's not just about the football. There is more to it.
There's really more to it. Like I say, when the competition like AFCON come into a country, maybe like let's take the example of Cameroon, because we were there, we saw the change on infrastructure. So the change in the hospital infrastructure, the road, they build new road, they renew the old roads that was there because they were receiving these people. And then you see, and the economy that time was vibrant. You say those people having the hotel, the restaurant, the taxi driver, the bike taxi drivers. So every part of the economy was impacted. And then it's not just about playing football, it's about economics as well. So now it's also a time where we showcase our culture. You know, Africa is very diversified as far as culture is concerned. So today, and the edition is going to be played in Morocco, which is Muslim-oriented society, and they have their own culture, they have their own way of doing things. So now the world is going to be exposed to that. And this is really beautiful. You see what is hidden, the culture-wise, the economic-wise, the social-wise, with the infrastructure that they put in. And now people is going to be exposed to that. So it's not just about soccer, it's about money, it's about life itself, it's about roads, it's about building, it's about stadium. So now Morocco is not just organizing a World Cup. Morocco is the AFCON. Morocco is testing his infrastructure for the World Cup they're about to host in 2030 with Spain and Portugal. So those are the three hosts in World Cup 2030. So that's why they are making this a huge event. So they're just testing their infrastructure and let the world know that we are ready. An African country can also host the World Cup.
And I think for me, it's not just about testing their infrastructure. It's also showcasing to other African countries that we can do these things. We need to have all of these infrastructures. We need to have everything it takes to organize. It doesn't matter the tournament, whenever the tournament. The other day, we had a conversation and we were talking about, is it possible for them to push the Nations Cup to a specific period? And everybody started complaining, it's going to be rainy, it's going to be crazy rainy, we cannot do that. Things like that, right? Whereas if we had this competent infrastructure, look at a country like UAE when they organized the World Cup. Guess what? It doesn't matter if it was going to be in the heat, they were saying we were going to put AC. Whether it was going to be in the rainy season, they say we will cover the field. So we have to, Africa, whether we like it or not, we have to get to that place where we provide every infrastructure, world standard. I remember growing up, my grandfather would catch it, they be tell me how we Botafogo for South America. We used to come play PW Kumba for friendly match. Teams that come up for France can't play friendly match with Tone, they will canon the for Cameroon.
Back in the days.
Back in the days. So instead of we for the go up, we don't instead regress. But I feel like now is the time, especially because we get a younger generation where it is not more about individuals. It's about everyone. It's about what can we do to move things to a better place where we won't know day for year. We're picking to look and be like, wow. That's the reason why we want people who are working in every domain. And because we don't know, say the government, they pay attention to certain things, we'll continue to speak, and they will continue to place the right people them for the right place.
Exactly. That's the key, putting the right people in the right place.
Yeah.
And you saw, and we started it. I had this comment, I don't know if you read about it, about this Guinea coach talking about Samuel Eto'o. He was just praising himself. This is the kind of president. If Africa has 20 to 30 presidents like Samuel Eto'o, don't worry, the African football is going to dominate the world. He said it.
Wow.
Like, I'm like, man. So this is the kind of people we want, the right people at the right place that are ready to put in the work to get our football, to get our society to the next level.
Remember, we are not just saying these things because we want to say these things. Other continents have been benefiting from football for a very long time. Imagine all the billions they've been signing Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Cafu, Roberto Carlos, all of these guys. Imagine all the money they have been pumping into their economy because of their players. We must do something also because we have those talents, we have everything it takes to make football not just entertainment, not just a career for some, but also a business that people like Dangote can come in and put in millions or billions. People like Alhaji Dampulo, or whatever they call it, can put in. We need for football to become a business and then a career. And then for those of us who want to just be entertained, we can always be entertained. Yeah.
But behind the scenes, there are a lot of things that has to be happening.
We're benefiting as a community.
Exactly. So it's not just about football. Is when I listen to people saying that, man, we've never developed a country with football, that I'm like, either you guys are blind or you are not understanding what is going on. If you look at Morocco and why Morocco decided to invest the way they invested in football, that's the kind of, they are building the image. They are placing Morocco at the center of the world for this AFCON and then in 2030 for the World Cup. So this is more than any ad you can pay, advertisement you can pay for your country, tourism and all of that. And imagine, people are just saying Morocco has become the first tourism location in Africa with 17 million foreign visitors. So now surpassing Egypt, right? So understand the kind of money they are pouring into those infrastructure, but the kind of openings they are getting into the country. So when you have a vision, you said you want to invest in football first, the image of the country is going to be very, very, it's a different level. And now, apart from your image, the kind of money that will be coming, the kind of people that will be coming to your country, not just because of football, but because they've seen that they can invest in that country and make something out of that. And this is how we grow our community. So it's not just about football or it's not just about soccer. There's a lot that are at stake as far as this is concerned. It's more than you said, like you said, building a business that was going to develop different areas. Like you see, I was talking about the hotel earlier. Imagine all this team coming to 4 or 5 stars hotel in the country, right? Those are infrastructure that the country built, but now they are receiving the money from those federation. Now they've renewed the road, they've built up the hospital, clean this, clean all of that. So this is something beneficial for the population. Football is something that is an instrument of development if the right people are in the right place doing the right thing.
Chulayon, can you hear me? Use your microphone. Chulayon, you get me?
When I listen to people say, yeah.
Why can I not hear you guys?
Now you can hear me?
You get me? Can you hear us?
I mean, what's
But
happening
we
here?
hear you very well.
Yeah, we hear you very well.
Black.
So just sort that out for your side. We hear you very well. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Hold on.
Okay, we hear you. I salute Papa Gilbert. Welcome to the show.
Shalom, Baba, and salute to my brother, Luis Abad. For those who don't know, Abad my childhood friend. Childhood. They play 9, they play 10, or they play 10, they play 9, or they play small, like midfielder, they play the midfielder. I'd play like 10 for the phone, or I'd play 8, they play 10. I say childhood, like from Top Cup days and everything. For my generation, are the people that now they actually succeed. Now the people that now they actually play on them will play for national team. Even go outside, make trials and things like that for Kumba, for our generation. Very hardworking person, very talented person. Shout out to Abad and bro, thank you. Now you even make our generation get small name. Say we too our generation get so one marry.
You don't try.
It be wear green, red, yellow.
He try.
Yeah, guys. True Lion will come back. I don't know what is happening with his thing right now. More Adi and they'll see what it happen. True Lion, do you hear me?
I can hear you guys.
But we can hear you very well.
We can hear you very well. Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. So the problem is probably on your side. Yeah, Mo. Just travel the figure out more.
Okay, but I hear you. Hold on. I don't know why.
We can hear you. So the problem is probably on your side.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, innocent.
Just travel the figure
out more.
Okay, but I hear you. Hold on.
No, I don't think.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us now?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you. You hear me?
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, innocent. Just travel the figure. Yeah. So, as we travel talk.
Yeah.
Guys, for those who are watching, shout out to everybody who's watching. Can you guys go ahead and comment? Let us at least know that you're watching.
You're there.
That is the easiest way for us to know that you're watching, so we can give you shout out like our brother Gilbert Ato, or like my brother for Luis Abad. I remember when Abad will be playing really young. I think around that year we Argentina began to play they call Ortega.
Ortega.
Yeah, I own name Atina Ortega. So man, this guy was so blessed to have that name with Ortega. And he was just, but he was talented though. Abad was a super talented guy, very calm, very hardworking, and things like that. Yeah. Now, this Nations Cup, we don't talk about teams they go already for Morocco. Mm-hmm. You think Morocco will be ready for host?
Morocco is more than ready, man. This is the first time we're going to play an AFCON with 9 stadiums, right? In 6 different cities. So in one city you have like 4, I think it's the capital city that have like 3 or 4 stadiums, and then the rest is divided into various cities. So Morocco is more than ready, the infrastructure. And today I was trying to watch those reporters from that were there and giving the
Chulan, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Mayfin, go ahead.
Yeah. So I saw the rush that the population and especially today that Morocco has won the Arab League Cup League. So Morocco won that Arab championship. So it was crazy. So and this with the AFCON coming, the population is ready, the infrastructures are ready, the hotels. Whenever you saw this where the player is going to be lodged, you see that it's very well built, well equipped with gym, so they can work in the hotel, or when they want to do a gym session, they can do that in the hotel, or they want to go to the field. And now they have their league is kind of professional. So the teams over there, they have these professional settings, the buildings, the field, and everything. Where Cameroon team, for example, is training is with that base. When you look at it, just the training ground, you'll be like, wow, it's amazing. So Morocco has been preparing for this, and they are really, really ready, infrastructures wise. The population that is really ready to welcome Africa to their country, and then and even the players are going there ready. And we're praying as a Cameroonian that it will end up like it was in 1988 when we went there and won our second AFCON. We just pray.
Yeah, but that
We won
prayer, that prayer, they so
Morocco.
I not sure say that prayer go work because I saw be the prayer say we'll be winning to one for Cote d'Ivoire, and then
No,
we'll finally no win.
for Cote d'Ivoire, a lot of trouble was happening.
True Lion. What do you think about Morocco and their preparation and the teams they are heading out there already for the competition?
Yeah, Morocco has been preparing for a football party since about 20 years ago. If you guys remember, the 2010 World Cup that was sent to South Africa was supposed to go to Morocco. Was supposed to go to Morocco first, but due to some reason, FIFA said Morocco wasn't ready. Of course, politics. However, Morocco, it's 6 cities, 9 stadiums. 4 of those stadiums are actually in Rabat, and they have an average of about 45,000, sitting fans, in all their stadia. They have about 5 modern stadium that was just built and all that, and the transportation system for actually if you leave Rabat and you're going to maybe Casablanca, I mean, they got like the metro. They're actually very, very ready. It's going to be the best African Cup of Nations ever, as predicted.
Wow. Shout out to my brother and those Kochi. I see you. I see my brother Pop Manuel. I see Fu Emmanuel. Shout out to everyone who is watching, guys. Remember, it's a conversation. If you at any point in time have anything to say, just put a first comment section. We'll try to read comments, and then at some point in time we'll open lines so people, if you make their contributions. Like I talk, the conversation today will focus more on the teams and the players, and a little bit about the fans, but more of the teams and the players. You want to talk something?
No, I want to say when we open the line, if someone want coach through, I'll make coach. I'm fine. Eh?
Yeah, no, that's true. Like, no, they ever. but again, like I talked earlier before the time the show start. And if you understand, he's so passionate about football. And if you know the sacrifice the way they make him for. Oh
yeah,
God.
Keep going.
When I never understand the sacrifice the way they make them for push not just football but our culture out there.
Yeah.
When I almost similar sacrifice would make them. So when you see me now, they go head to head, we go like one fight and fight. Now because it feel like now the way this, you don't feel like say no, now the way this. But at the end of the day, if any man can pick any of our ways them and they make it work for our country, we are very, very okay.
Now the team that now the goal.
True Lion, the teams them, which one don't catch your attention already?
As far as which team go win tournament or how?
No. They already moved into Morocco. Maybe their attire, their preparation, and all of that. Any team the way you don't really look and be like, wow, I like the way the guys they go about things.
Yeah, I saw Mali, the way Mali was dressed. I saw Nigeria, the way Nigeria was dressed, actually portraying their culture. And it just tells us that football has actually a big stage, or let's say the AFCON is a very, very big stage where countries want to push not only their football culture, but also, attires, like we saw the regalia. They were all looking beautiful. And this thing, I think it's a positive side of African football that many nations cannot actually replicate. We see maybe some of those in Europe want to do something like that. Africa is actually unique when it comes to pushing such that side of our culture.
Wow, I wish you the tongue are true. And the thing that we don't cry all this time, like Africa, we need for use football, do every other thing. The one day they want play for career, make them play. The one way they want just get the entertainment, let them entertain themselves. The one way they want use that for business, may they exploit them. Shout out to my brother Betty Banks. True Lion, Betty Banks is your biggest fan.
Long time.
Biggest, and I say the one kill me all the time. No, bring True Lion for show. They are rubbish thing. They talk about this, so I didn't hear my head. Now True Lion be the read
Long time, Betty Banks.
Yeah. So I don't know if we'll just go into the main topic already. We'll start with True Lion. Can I be guess? True Lion, players them. Which first player you want to talk about them?
Well, there are a couple of players I like to talk about. Mo Salah for one. Mo Salah is coming out.
Yeah, so more take turns. You talk about one player, Innocent Pep, maybe share your opinion. You talk about the next, maybe I share my opinion. We'll do it that way. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mo Salah for one. I think this is almost like a last dance for Mo Salah. Age 33 years old. He's never won an African Cup of Nations. He's coach actually has won, I think, more than 2-3 African Cup of Nations. Hossam Hassan, the former Egyptian international.
Wow. The coach.
Yeah, the former, they were twins, right?
Yeah, the nine shape.
Yeah. So basically, going into and again, the tournament is hosted in Morocco, which is not far from Egypt. So going into this African Cup of Nations, I think Morocco, a guy like Mo Salah will actually do his all, supported by Mamouche. Now he has a support Mamouche. These guys can actually go and just grab the African Cup of Nations by his horn. So I'm rooting for Mo Salah. I'm looking forward to watch Mo Salah play.
Say what you think.
I mean, Mo Salah, African Cup of Nations is something that he really wants to win. I'm going to point out two things. First, he's not doing well now in the club, right? In the club, he's been benched a couple of times, like 4 games on the bench, and then he got a little bit pissed off on that. He created a situation where they leave it home to travel and play. So this is an opportunity for him to show not just the country, because he wants to win the AFCON, to enter those legendary list of player with AFCON and Ballon d'Or and all of that. But and also he wants to show the club side that he's not yet done. And like True Lion say, this might be the last dance for him, because like he say, he's 33 years old. In 2 years' time, for the next AFCON, he will be 35. I'm not sure that it's going to be the same Mo Salah of today or the same Mo Salah of 2 years. So Mo Salah, I believe that he want to come and he want to show something, not just for the country, but also showing the club that I'm still in. So Mo Salah is going to be an interesting player to watch. And like Tula, you say Mamouche that play with Manchester City.
Mo Salah for now. We'll talk about Mamouche also.
No, I'm just saying that, he was right saying that this is a very great help for Mo Salah to try to win this AFCON. And he pointed something geographical that is really interesting. Egypt is just close to Morocco. That means the fan from Egypt will just rush. They're going to float the field to give them that moral support. That
number 12
player. So it's going to be really interesting. And that was a nice one.
I think also we don't mention number 12 player. I'm not forget at one point in time, Minister will carry Juju man inside plane for go play match for Cameroon, give them. Say Messi man go hell we win. But again, me too. Sometimes I wish me Mo Salah win, because the GOAT debate will only get better, only get tougher when person don't win AFCON. Me personally, I mean one of that person that I say if you don't win AFCON, you cannot be an African legend. You know, if you only go play ball for Europe, and then you can't talk to the African legend with the medals you win for Europe. No, win for Europe, win for Africa, and you don't win at African Ballon d'Or. So now in need for crown him. I just hope say if he serve the way we do for Messi, because Messi too now almost kind of time we win World Cup. So we wish Mo Salah the best. Most see Truly, who will the next person you get time for we?
The next person that I have that is actually bowing out of this African Cup of Nations is Mane. A lot of people still believe Mane is a big name. Of course, he's a big name. Maybe he will come out and take some penalties. But I think Mane is on his last. He's standing on his last leg. I was not impressed with him last African Cup of Nations, and I think this African Cup of Nations we're gonna see reduced performances from Mane. So it will be nice to actually see Mane play his last African Cup of Nations. Well, in my opinion, it's his last African Cup of Nations anyway. So it would be nice to see a guy like Mane play.
If you be the coach, how you for use him?
Well, I haven't watched him play that much. However, he can basically come into the second half and do like 20 minutes, like what I was advocating for Abubakar, Abube. 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there. Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah. So Mane is a little bit like Mo Salah for me, but a little different because he's already won the AFCON. He won that in Cameroon, and he won the Ballon d'Or too. He won everything possible. All right, not just the only thing remaining is the World Cup and the World Cup. So now, like you said, he's on a downgrading path because of the age, and he played in Al Nassr. He played alongside Ronaldo, and these are the guys that are really hardworking. So maybe the last AFCON, you were not happy with him because of the situation he was going through when he went to Bayern. You know, when he left Liverpool to Bayern, he was not really happy with the situation, and then his performances was getting low. But now that he's in a club that they trust him, he plays almost every game, and he scored, he gave passes, and all of that. So I think it's going to be a different money, and also he's present in the team. You want to play him as a joker, but I don't see any leader in their front attack than any player standing out in the Senegalese team that can lead the attack, the front line. But Mane can do that, and he got it. Like you say, maybe this is going to be his last dance because it's almost at the same age as Mo Salah, and then in 2 years' time, you know, the rhythm is going to be low, and these young generation that are coming, they are so fast, they are so physical, and then so but I will watch out for Mane too. I will not just sell his skin without killing him first.
Mofo Quenti say mo watch out for Noah Sidiki, player to watch. Sadiki, sorry. Yeah, it's best spell and Sidiki. So yeah,
it's Sadiki.
Combative and technical. Chula, you know about that player?
It's Senegalese, right?
Congolese?
I think it's Congolese.
Oh, that's Sadiki. No, I haven't watched him that much.
You get a player next for your list.
Oh, next on my list, I want to talk about Osimhen, man. He's Victor Osimhen, for me, needs support from Nigeria. I watched Victor Osimhen against Congo DR, and I was very disappointed. As soon as he left the game, Nigeria was finished.
Nigeria was out.
As soon as he left the game, Nigeria was finished. And that was the same when they actually played in, when was that? Last African Cup of Nations. As soon as Osimhen, and you know, Osimhen has this injury problem where in African Cup of Nations, by the time the group stages is finished, if they don't use him well, don't conserve his energy. By the time the group stages is playing, I don't think Osimhen can play back-to-back games because he has to start realizing that he is injury prone. The way he plays his football, he is so physical. He is actually doing the press. He's running up and down. He has to learn how to conserve energy. So I'll be watching Osimhen to see if he can actually conserve his energy. Because if Nigeria actually needs to win the African Cup of Nations, it will be on the back of Victor Osimhen. But he has to be healthy down when the tournament, the going gets tough. He has to be healthy.
You know, if you say Nigeria get different players than beside Osimhen, what do you think?
No, they do have a player beside Osimhen like Ademola Lookman, which is he's really performing well. He performed well with Atlanta. That's why he got the African Ballon d'Or, right? But you know, Osimhen, like Tulan was saying, is a very important player for Nigeria. He's the leader of this attacking line, right? So because of the impact he puts in the game, that the intensity of his play, he will always be pushing the defender, pushing them, try to get them tired. So when he got that injury, when we saw with Congo, the team was down. They couldn't do nothing. So that's why they got themselves out of the game, even though they are trying to go by the other law. That was the kick it aside. So I believe that Osimhen is going to be one of those players, either to confirm that, I'm a big name, I haven't won anything too with Nigeria. So to confirm his legendary status, you want to maybe push this one, okay, because now he's still fit, he's playing for Galatasaray, and he's been scoring goals and all of that. And this is the time for him that at his prime, he want to win this to make this to consecrate his career as a professional football and as African legend as well. So I think we should give that credit to Osimhen, and he's a player we want to be watched. And truly, you have a very interesting list. And
to be honest with you guys, Osimhen never ever impressed me. Osimhen never really impressed me because I'm a tactical. No, for tactically he be good, but I'm more of a technical player. The passes, the dribbles, the so kind of thing. But as Chula on talk, he play more. He rely more on the energy, and every position himself was one play, just kick the ball inside, put enter. Osimhen never ever impressed me. If he want really impress me, and many other people, they may win AFCON for Nigeria. I still strongly believe so. For a player to become a legend for African continent, if you win your Ballon d'Or, you be legend for your village. You understand? For being legend for African continent, you need to win AFCON or some major tournament for your country. that is when they work around with you for capital, take you go for economic capital and things like that. I don't care whether you shouldn't have a bench winner or whatever, but just make sure, say, when they mention, say, okay, African legends, this person, that's the reason why I don't have that. I get respect for Josh Weah, but I need admire it as an African legend. Truly, which person will get the next one? I hear the smart that they talk about. I see the smart that I talk about cement.
Yeah, I'll talk about that later. But let me actually talk about Noah Sadiki. I remember he actually plays for Congo, and he plays midfield for Sunderland, 21 years old. He is a rising prospect like Baleba. However, man, African Cup of Nations is African Cup of Nations, where you play 3 games in 10 days, you know. So the tempo and the intensity is actually for big guys, you know. So yes, Sadiki, we should be watching him. And if Congo DR actually goes far, it's gonna be because of a player actually like him, right? But we know Congo DR missing a guy like Wissa, and that's huge for them. But there's a player that a lot of people don't know, Fiston Mayele, who plays for Pyramid of Egypt. Fiston Mayele was the best African player, the best local African player, and he actually plays for Pyramid. He won the Champions League in Africa. He actually comes from the bench for Congo. However, if Congo goes far in this tournament, it's gonna be because of Fiston Mayele, because he is what the French call le renard de la surface de réparation. He is very dangerous in box, and I think he's a guy that can actually, if he gets lots of minutes, he's a guy that can take the African Nations Cup by storm. Actually,
I like the fact say Chula, and you talk about an African player where he really be good, but he come from bench. It means the players already there for that team where the coach thinks say they be more value than he. But the question I want to ask you, Innocent, and say nowadays with the African Cup of Nations, out the year players, Che Malone from Africa, this guy now from some play for Africa. Most players they play for South Africa, they play for Africa. Is this some sign that what football for Africa they actually take shape?
So this is something that Egypt started and saw it a long time ago. You see, the 2 AFCON Egypt won back to back, right? Was with a player that played their national league. I don't remember. I remember only one player that was playing abroad. It was Mido. Do you remember Mido?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, Mido came from Ajax.
Yeah, he was playing Ajax and then Marseille at a certain point, right? So the Abutrika, the Mohamed, the Zidane, they were all playing the Egyptian league. So this is something Egypt understood very early and they developed their own championship. But now South Africa followed the path and they developed their own championship. So they can gather their team from the championship without even looking. Back in the days, the only player that was coming from abroad was Benny McCarthy that was playing sometime with Manchester or Wigan, right, coming from there. So, and then now you see Morocco has learned from that, and then they are building their own championship, which is already strong. And then some of the players are coming now from the Moroccan league. And this is how it's been doing. Algeria is doing the same, and this is the trend. So that's why we need in our sub-Saharan country as well to do the same, to look at how these guys are developing their football and do same, so that whenever we are calling player like Che Malone, not just call Che Malone because he's playing in
somewhere in Africa, he's playing in Cameroon, or Cotton or PW.
So when I look at it and I look like, yeah, somehow our football has regressed because with this development or globalization came in, our players are not more developed. They are not developed in the country. So whenever they see a little bit talent of them, they send them abroad for better chances and all of that and better training. But remember, we got to the first quarterfinal in the World Cup in 1990 with
so many
local players. So that was it. The backbone of the team was local players. So exactly, we need to follow that trend, develop our football. So when we are playing AFCON, we have more of our player. And the economic outcome of that is that the team that send player to AFCON receive some financial compensation. All right. So this is something that we really want our Black African country to look into.
Me also, I stand on that. I want that. I like that because at the end of the day, I will continue to emphasize football for some is business, for some is career, for others is for entertainment. The business part is something we should take very serious. Because imagine a team like Cotton Sport, they probably have about a staff or a working employees about 50 to 100 or 200. Now imagine we have 200 Cotton Sport in Cameroon. People will be employed and people are going to have a career and things like that. So I really wish Fecafoot Ministry come together, do what you can do to develop football locally, to pay these players in a way that they're giving somebody 3 million outside and they're taking 1 million in Cameroon. They prefer to take that 1 million and stay in Cameroon and play because it benefits them.
True, have you noticed that Nasako is agree with you for this time? Say Fecafoot and Ministry must come together. You heard that one? Fecafoot and Ministry should come together to develop football. You've been saying this day in, day out.
I acted as if I did not hear.
Go ahead. Which other player want to talk about?
Well, I want to talk about maybe the goalkeepers. I want to talk about Mendy. I've not seen Mendy of Senegal play for a while. Edouard Mendy, you know. I want to talk about the Yacine Bono. I'm just talking about those goalkeepers because I've not seen them play for a while. But in my opinion, it seems as if Africa is actually lacking of goalkeepers. However, the only one that we know will not be the African Cup of Nations, Andre Onana. But Africa is actually lacking of, I want to say, like talented goalkeepers. Because when I see a country like Nigeria, their goalkeeper, every time I see that goalkeeper play, man, it's as if he's just gonna make he's gonna make another mistake. It's as if he's gonna score because he's so aggressive, and when he plays, it's as if he's always an error away, you know. So I want to see, actually, I'm curious to see what goalkeeper or which goalkeeper will actually step up, you know, and perform well. I remember the last time we saw a goalkeeper actually perform and take all the accolades was the assistant goalkeeper for Congo DR that came off the bench and caught 2 or 3 penalties against Nigeria. So hopefully we shall see some new goalkeepers that will impress us in the African Cup of Nations.
I think so. I agree with that part about goalkeeper, because if Cameroon they call 4 goalkeeper and then they decide to call one of the players that they call them from locally in a goalkeeper, it means say it shows say we will not probably really get good goalkeepers the way they play for better clubs and things like that. The person they play for outside, the other one that they play for outside and things like that. As you rightly point out, when you look at the goalkeeper they catch for Nigeria now, and then you compare the goalkeeper in Nigeria, don't forget Peter will fight them, the other guy. It's just you just wonder if football go. Onyama. You wonder whether football to go for fun or to go, but they are just fortunate. They are just lucky. Now I think that one of the things that why we talk about Osimhen, they're just lucky. Say no, they come with generation where we not really get we play out of Africa. So any small one now we just jump for back. Just celebrate and go ahead about the goalkeeper issue.
So what I was trying to point is that definitely the first goalkeeper, they don't really show some good things in AFCON. Remember AFCON in Cameroon and Egypt was playing. It was when their goalkeeper, the number 1 goalkeeper, got injured. They put the number 2 Gabaski, and he came in. He was holding all the penalties, even against Cameroon when we were playing that semi-final. You see the goalkeeper Gabaski. It was the second choice, right? So the number 1 goalkeeper got injured. And remember, we went in 2017 with Ondwa. That was a no-name. Nobody knew him. It was a young man from Barcelona, Barcelona Team B. And then he finally got the best goalkeeper of the league, and then and he won the title for himself. So I'm not going to be looking for the goalkeeper that already have the names, but be careful. This is a competition where the player
everyone is trying to
prove themselves. So anybody that came from the bench is going to show you that I'm here not just for the fight for the country, but I'm also trying to set myself so that the better club will see me, better prospect and better future. So for the goalkeeping stuff, it's true that Mendy and Bono are the goalkeeper that are standing out for their performances, their past performances, but I'm hoping to see those goalkeepers we don't know about them to show their talent, and will not be disappointed.
Dear Onana, football is not only about talent. You're super talented, you're extremely good, you are one of the finest around the world right now. But if character no dey, bro, we'll leave you go can. We'll take some people the cash for Column, take and go for Nations Cup. We'll read small comments. True Lion. My brother Quentin be the confess say Fiston na modern day Fendino. Daddy so say make home-based players will man a name this season, and AFCON will revolve more around home-based players. Yeah, if they want to say that is so shout out to you, my brother. If you want to say if home-based players they make name this season, AFCON will start revolving around home-based players. That's very true. South go shock people, or I strongly believe so. I think Chindo is talking about South Africa. Last time they said no, Egypt didn't start it. That is how it was before, even with Cameroon. Okay, we travel talking about if Jordan has a culture winner, so every day, and they always got carried away by getting players from Europe. But Egypt say no, was to continue
to develop.
But that is because actually their football was paying their players. Yeah. You understand? And when the coach if you look at, I read something about Hugo Bruce.
Yeah.
And some player for South Africa where he no call the player, and everybody wonder why he no call the player. But he gives reason why he no call the player. He say there was a time when he called the player for can play, the player saying if he can get injury. 2 days later, he see the player for IG, the Dream Rainbow who girls them and things like that. He texts the player say, I hope say some doctor there around you. The player texts him back say, you know, be investigator or whatever, you know, be that kind of way will say, oh, you be coach, you know, no follow my life, no follow my private life, you be coach, and this and that. It's just talk from that. They say, you know, serious play, and that's it. And that is what we want. If we have local players who are disciplined, who are average talent, I tell people every time, if football was just about talent, I would probably fight Ballon d'Or will not do them. But then about talent, now about small talent and then plenty hard work and discipline. So, Onana, sorry, we don't know. True Lion.
I bet you I don't answer that.
Yeah.
I don't see the provocation. So, the provocation.
No. I think the problem is that Cameroonian football fan has an identity crisis, right? And you can see that in recent years where we are divided over how our football should actually be run, and that is none of some of the players are actually suffering that because of poor leadership from the minister and whatever, But however, football is one of the reasons that we like football is because it's an almost fair sports where the best actually play, where you can see and say, oh, damn, this guy is talented, and that's why he's playing, So when I look at the current Cameroonian team right now, let me talk about a player like Baleba, since we're talking about players, right? Let me take an example of Baleba. Baleba is in a position where right now fans want him to succeed so bad. They don't even see the fact that that guy has not even played up to 4 months, 6 months, 10 months, 12 months in the national team. Yeah. But they want him to do it all. And I'll ask them, like, when was the last time, like, you saw Foué McVivian, the late Foué McVivian? As you can see, I have his shirt right there, original shirt. When was the last time you saw a Foué McVivian control Cameroon midfield alone? At age 21, what was Foué McVivian doing? It's just to tell you guys that you have to let these young players grow. And that's why, for me, when I look at the present squad, when I look at their age, when I look at almost 50 or 3/4 of the players going to the Nations Cup have never been to the Nations Cup, I want to be calm and let the players just play and see what they can do and see their potential. I'm not one of those that saying that, oh, Cameroon will go far, Cameroon will do this, because when I put one and one together, I don't see how that will happen.
Sir.
Yeah. So I want to
talk about Baleba also.
Yeah, I'll come to Baleba, but I just noticed, I didn't really follow the Fiston Mayele you guys were talking about. But if my brother, let me see, Quenty, if my brother Quenty the dog saying Pascal, na modern Pascal Feinduno, that means say the player is interesting to watch, because that just remember some memory of who is Pascal Feinduno, technician. Like technician at the same level like JJ Okocha, a Guinean player. So if he's somebody you will have that kind of profile, it'll be interesting to watch him. Now, coming to Baleba, like, people are just putting pressure to, first we have to consider his age. Baleba is 21. Baleba is still finding he's very talented. He has this progress margin that is really, really high. He's still young. He can progress a lot and he can do much. But because he came into Cameroonian national team and he performed 3 first game, he was really much holding the midfield and canceling all the mistakes and all of that. That the population has now putting a lot of pressure on his shoulder. This is not helping him, guys. We should understand that this is a young player. Yeah, of course, he's a professional player, but let's consider his age. Let's consider that he cannot bear this kind of pressure you guys are putting on him. Let's allow him. And I hope, as now that a certain calm has come to around the team, that he's going to perform. And I believe that he's going to perform well.
Baleba will not care whether you're young or not. We don't care. How they call you? Mbappe win World Cup for how many years?
18.
Mbappe carry France for a back going World Cup, and then the next year, 4 years later, no,
he had a support system. N'Golo Kante.
Even Baleba gets support. Even Baleba gets support system. When he becomes the national team with these same players, he will play fine. Yeah. You understand? So he gets support system. So
you got to understand something that when
Baleba came in, I'm feeling my point. I don't talk on our own.
Baleba
will not care. You don't prove for me for the first day, the first how many games they say you be good player, you go continue to maintain that status. The only reason why Baleba no be efficient today now because it's derived from who we be.
Exactly.
So you never blame on the supporters. You never tell us, oh, more Gicha. No. Because if you like, you go back for it. If you don't like, you go back for it. We'll put you for corner. You find some player where they play for PW Kumba or PW Bamenda or whatever. We'll put you for they play. If he mess, we'll not say we don't. But for that excuse, say, oh, may they give time, or he get pressure. Pressure for whose side? You be professional player. Now you want to play for Manchester United. Now you want to play for Real Madrid. Do what you get for Duam, or you should go for corner. You know that now the same thing Jemba be doing, right? Jemba they be saying a quality player. Tell you play for national, he was quality player. Before Manchester United buy him. And then all of a sudden we go start make excuse for you. Well, no say he moved away from the character way, he be making good player. So now they go ahead. Now the reason that me and if you say, oh, Baleba, would you throw red carpet for you? So take your time. Take your time waiting.
No, that's not the red carpet.
But the problem is that the problem is that you guys have to compare Baleba. I mean, what will be success for Baleba? Because nowadays we watch a lot of games of these football players. You know, when I look at a guy like Wema Vivian, who is respected in the Cameroon national team, the late film, he did not have the talent of a Baleba. You know, I saw the other day Alex Song was giving moral lessons about Baleba. Man, Alex Song, how long did it take him to start with Arsenal? It took him quite a while. You know, he was not playing. So Baleba,
that was not Brighton. Go ahead.
Of course, it could be, but he was loaned out. He was loaned out to many teams where he was not playing, bro. So when you see a guy like Baleba, you look at the support system that he has now. I mean, in the game where he first played, where Anguissa was on the pitch, you know, we saw that the whole team was playing well. They beat Cape Verde 4-1 in that game, his first game with the Cameroon national team. But times have changed. You know, when the whole team is struggling, the whole team cannot create, everybody struggles. You expect Baleba as a holding midfielder, as a 6, to affect the game. No, a lot of teams are now planning for Baleba. They will put 2-3 players on Baleba, and if the others cannot make a difference, then excuse me, it's not going to work. Because, as I said, 3/4 of the team we are taking to Morocco has never played an African Cup of Nations, even Buemo. So what of Baleba? You know, let's look at how Buemo is going to perform. So I do understand the Cameroonians are hungry for victory. That I do understand. But when they say that Baleba this, Baleba that, I'll just laugh it out, you know, because Baleba is not. Don't tell me Baleba is better than Didi. Baleba is better than even Didi, who is a veteran, playing for Nigeria, cannot carry Nigeria by himself, playing as a holding midfielder. You are there to protect the back line. So what is Baleba supposed to do? Go create opportunities for Cameroon to score?
I don't
It's
care.
not a playmaker.
Go ahead.
So, truly, I'll just jump on the support system we were talking about, and which is something really important in the life of a football player, right? So, Baleba is young. And he came with this young enthusiasm. This is my first call in the national team, so I got to show them what I want, what I'm capable of. So now, afterwards, it was under the influence of some a major player in the team, and then the chaos that was created in the team definitely influenced his game and dropped his mindset. We have to say it. And then if I read the comment, my brother G saying that the former goalkeeper, we are not fully going to accuse the former goalkeeper, because at the end of the day, Baliba is a man, he can make his own decision. But like I said, the support system, like you talked from Mbappe, was there, starting from the house, the dad and the mom, right? So, and then the player around him, and the coach, because the coach structured the team around Mbappe to perform. Exactly. But right here, Baliba does not have that support system. That's why I concord with you. But nevertheless, that's why I say that because we have removed this influence and this player that were influencing him, maybe threatening him, making him to lose his focus on the pitch, they are now out of the team. And I'm hoping for him to perform well. And I know that he's going to perform well.
Okay, as your own decision, as I want to put them. But like you, any kind of
Nasako, you are a football man. How can we compare Mbappe that started playing for Monaco, okay, went to PSG, to a Baliba that came to Cameroon? He's not even developed, okay? This is his second full season. How can you compare his impact on a team?
True Lion. You know what when you talk about Kemen, you know what when you talk about on Avom, you know what when you talk about the other midfielder, we will never know their name. You know why? Because for all the time they did for national team, they never put up a performance that make you feel like wow. You understand? So if you come where you did 21, you come where you did 18, you come where you did 15, and then you show me are they capable of doing this thing? Baliba actually made Anguissa look so good. When we be like, okay, now we tell Baliba to take number 17, even if they went on number 17. Now we tell this and our fool with this, go take number 17. So now you can show we say you feel do them. You understand? We not care what you want to, and even for one match, maybe for 2 games, maybe for 3 games. In line of games, he play very well. Go for Brighton, he club play extremely well the whole season. You understand? So at this point in time, if Manchester United even doubt whether they put 50 million or 80 million or the problem that you the Baliba. So what I want to fix, you fix. If you don't want to fix them, that's on you. Truly, I won't talk about the next player.
Well, the next player I want to talk to is Etat Eyong, and it's because he's got a special place in my heart, right? His dad actually taught me how to play tennis. His dad taught me how to play tennis. Born in Douala and all that, you know. Yep. So this kid, I've watched him play, and playing in Spain, La Liga, he is actually good in the box. He started as a midfielder, you know, and then was pushed up front to play as a center forward. And he is good in the box. The goals I've seen him score, it's like the box. So he needs service. So here we go again. I don't know what formation we're going to play. If it's 4-3-3, then I'm afraid Cameroon will struggle if it's a 4-3-3, because we don't have creative players in the midfield. We don't have creative players wide. The only player that I've seen that can cross a ball is Basungok and Kudu. What's his name? Buemo. No, forget about Kudu. Kudu, I don't even know why he's going to the Nations Cup. Last time Kudu had a good game was a last Nations Cup. I've forgotten about that guy. And Kudu is a waste. So, and Basungok is a guy where I think Basungok cannot give you more than 30 minutes, you know, when he plays. So if we are playing a 4-3-3, I don't know how a guy like Etat Eyong or Kofane, how they're going to survive if they're going to get service, because a center forward or the center forwards like them that I've seen play, they need service. So in my opinion, if we have to play with those guys, let's play in a 4-4-2, where a guy like Buemo can play just behind Etat Eyong, you know, where he can get the second balls, because Cameroon goes a lot of long balls. Then we can have opportunities. But if we don't play in that formation, if we play in a 4-3-3, then I think Cameroon is going to struggle.
Okay. Carl Itayon is a player that me too, I really want to see he perform for what he's been doing since Villarreal. So he started with Villarreal B where he was scoring, and then they moved him just before the beginning of the season to the first team of Villarreal. He was scoring, but I thought he was going to continue the season in Villarreal, but I don't know what happened at the last day of the mercato. They sent him to uh, um, I think it's Levante,
Levante.
and Levante, yeah. And then he started very well over there. So he's a player that I really want to see. The profile is this kind of physical and very dangerous in the box, very dangerous in the box. And like you say, we have a couple of players that can be feeding him. And this is one player you guys are not even watching. You guys are forgetting about Olivier Kemen. Olivier Kemen is that midfielder can play. He can hold as a 6, and now free Baleba to go play the 8, the sweeper, the role of Zamboangisa. But Kemen is also very good as playing number 8. All right. So Baleba hold and him, and he knows how to make those passes that will cross the line. Another player that knows how to organize behind the scorer is Danny Namaso. That's a very good profile. He knows how to. Danny Namaso had this same profile as Choupo-Moting. If you remember, the young Choupo-Moting know how to carry the ball, controls, keep it, and give the last passes. And then when there's an opportunity, he can shoot to score. So we can have this player playing behind. But I also think that Burmo, like you mentioned, is very dangerous when he's put on the sideline. That's why he can carry the balls, play in the spaces. That's when Burmo is more dangerous, and try to come in and cross with the left foot, just like that's the profile of Mbeumo. But putting him behind the attackers, like playing like a half 9 or 10, no, he's going to cut Mbeumo. He's not we're going to have the 100% of Mbeumo, but at least Namaso can play well that role. That's how I see it.
I don't know since the bomb and ever things have agreed with True Lion except today. Since 100 years old, we work together now. Only today, I agree with that 4-4-2 formation.
Yeah, 4-4-2
especially
works.
having Kofane and Eta a young up front. My reason I say we don't really need a midfielder, especially the 4 behind them, right? We don't need them for one overhead for go for front. So more we keep them 2 for the Eta young we go up 5 ball, and then maybe if you do a deviation or if you obstruct defender them. And then Kofane for just do that finishing. And then like when I talk Barca go in as much as I know one may start. I don't know why I just know one may start. But I know one may start. But Barca go na play with carry ball. Boy na play with carry ball. And remember they also know how to cross.
They know how to
cross. They know how to cross. We don't score going na Barca go cross. Boy know how to cross. So if na one-on-one they carry ball when it be necessary, if na cross they make the cross. So I agree 100% with True Lion say the best formation would be a 4-4-2 or a 3-5-2. We will get 2 people for front at all time. So even if we are defender the one kick na boom, we'll get 2 people up front where they even chase the ball keeper and then midfield come it up there and something like that. So I agree with them. But for any person if you say agree with the formation, when we open 4 line, call we at the same about Chindo's the same they play 3-4-4 or 4-2-3-1. Okay, that formation they worry. So any person we agree with the formation we don't talk about that now, you feel if you call we'll open 4 lines, or if you want call now, just let me know say one call and then we'll open 4 lines. So if you call, make your contribution. True Line, we'll get any other player I go what talk about them.
Yes, let me look at another. You say?
Go ahead. Why are they calling them? Just go ahead.
Have I spoken about any Moroccan player? Right?
Not yet.
Hakimi. I don't know how.
Talk about Hakimi.
Okay.
He came back. He's ready to play.
Hello.
Yeah, morning to day on the evening for the side.
Evening.
Great show.
Alpha Baba.
Yeah, but Andrew makes cool. Great show. I just hope so that we get the combination. So 12 AFCON, the whole
the combination it get for cow you also. So now I know how to handle True Lion. I don't get that power.
Most definitely. So Abuan just talk about the issue of formation. When you look the profile player they will get them now. Ideally, because we don't really get that player away, outstandingly get that creative spark like other teams will get them. 4-4-2 na the best formation. Not be only for Cameroon, for many other African teams who don't over instead of play the 4-4-3 will not get the profile of player. You see, Nigeria team, their style change for qualification towards the end. World Cup qualification where they start winning games because they're very down because they switched to 4-4-2. I think 4-4-2 could bring out the best from Kofane and Itayon. Also, it could give our winger them a chance for experience. We don't always want to play that winger the way they go always give, we go try for score. No. If we are right back and our left back and our wingers and they get two people up with a bit physical, just send them those services. Trust me, it costs many ball for box. Either I sure they go score or even I will score one goal. I'm on the best chance with the particular AFCON and 4-4-2. And they also hope say Pabu will play Kemen instead of Avon because Avon and Baleba are the same player. They basically perform the same role for fee. So I need a series in way will necessarily get them two inside the same starting team. Olivier Kemen get a lot of experience. He don't play AFCON before. And I guess we be very, very cool headed when they inside pitch. I think so. That best way, if you really, especially AFCON, if you start Baleba, Olivier Kemen to be in that best way, if you really help Baleba too much. And Bazogo, even if he start, but some game then they will trust me that Bazogo will enter, unlock some tight game them where they don't really bad. Maybe that last 20 minutes, if we throw Bazogo on, that best way be very technical. He get good crosses as well, and he get eye for goals sometimes on kind of key games. So you see the way the particular team they almost all man gets on key role. And then some one guy, the Jezinho, I don't know if another way he really tall, he be physical. That kind of point is not for the way if I forget and was caught on tight game, they go be more not forget 2017. God has been one of our biggest attacking tools, even though he's central defender. When some kind of game then they will launch person like Jezinho with that height and physicality for up front if he also help with. So I think say we're optimistic even though we need to really put the team pressure because of the limited time we get to work together under Paco Bird. We'll be optimistic for what we see so far. I contribute that one maker.
Thank you very much, Baba. As Samuel Etobi talk, Cameroon get 35 million coaches. If you coach, if you say you know, wait. We'll analyze them for you. You should also come. True Lion, if you want to talk about some player, I think Hakimi.
Ashraf.
Hakimi, yeah. I think Hakimi is the key to Morocco because Morocco going into this African Cup of Nations will need to play with the ball. And the way Hakimi actually stretches the field and he pops into the attack, and create mismatches, it will be difficult for some teams to actually track him down. So I think if Morocco is going to go all the way at some point, they need a fit Hakimi. I think I saw him juggling the ball. I think he's maybe they were gonna use him with care. Maybe not. Maybe the first game they're playing Comoros, he can sit out and stuff like that. But then they're gonna introduce him bit by bit because they know that's their joker. Hakimi can actually hurt, hurt teams.
Yeah. Like you said, Hakimi is. I was kind of worried when he got injured just a couple of weeks before the beginning of this AFCON. But when I saw him yesterday in that video juggling the ball and say ready to play with that sign he was holding, I'm like, okay. I mean, that's going to make the AFCON more interesting. And then another option to the coach, Walid Regragui, to showcase whatever they are capable of. And then now, Hakimi, like you say, is a very good player, but remember, this is going to be like his second or third AFCON that he's been playing. And then, like you say, African football is very, very different from the football he's used to. You remember, Hakimi was trained in Real de Madrid. He played with Inter, and now he's playing with PSG. So the kind of football he's trained to is a technical, tactical. But in Africa, it's so physical that sometimes even the attacker is more physical than him. And then this is going to be their shortcoming. And then, but it's a player that we really love to see. He just won the Ballon d'Or of Africa, right? So he had a very exceptional season with PSG, with all the trophies they've won and all of that.
His national team.
Even with the national team, they just won today, like I said, the Arab League, and they did well with at the World Cup by being the first African nation to ever get to the stage of semifinals. So yeah, he's a very interesting player. But as far as AFCON is concerned, they come and it's really, really hard on them because of that physical intensity those African teams and players put on for the AFCON.
I don't even think, personally, I don't think AFCON is difficult for them because of, like, they cannot stand the physical intensity you're talking about, right? The problem is if they are paying you hundreds of millions somewhere and then you're coming to play for people because this is my country, why then should you risk certain things? You understand? I think we're past that stage where the JJ Okochas, the Wanko Kanu, the Ayub Abedi Pele, all these guys came home and they were playing like, even if I want Brook Mafu for a die, I don't give me time. And guess what? Our country did not really prove to these guys, if you play for the country and you die for the country, we will take care of your corpse and take care of your family and your kids. What have we done for Marc Vivian Foe?
Yeah.
Are we even celebrating Marc Vivian Foe? No. So why do you want another player to come and die for Cameroon when they cannot do anything for it? If Marc Vivian Foe had died playing a Champions League game or a game for Lyon or whatever, the insurance would have been crazy. You want to go check out why maybe Fekafuni didn't get insurance. No, nothing. So I feel like these players they love their countries. They want to play with their country. They want to do their best. They want to give their all. But when you look at what if it happen, if you get some kind of injury playing for Cameroon, Master, you know, one give your all no.
Yeah. I say my brother De Baron, I will just add my faith on yours, Baba. We just hope say we'll get that 6 stars.
True Lion, De Baron this also right for they say he believes say Africa Cameroon will take Nation Cup. I want me now you answer it.
I mean, let him dream, right? Let him dream. You have some fans. You have fans like him that can, you know, dream their way to a title. But I don't see that happening.
Okay, we got any other player we want to talk about? You be start about Mamouche. You know, finish him.
Yeah, no, Mamouche. You know, Mamouche. Ever since he came to Manchester City, he's not the same player. He lacks some confidence. And all that, you know, but I just wanted to look at. I think there's a player a lot of people have been talking about. Let's go about that Cameroonian defense, because now with Castelletto left, because I can talk about a couple of players in that Cameroonian defense. Man, I've been seeing Nolo Tolo playing as central defense, and I hope Pagu is not coming to play that guy as central defense.
I don't think
because Tolo, when I see him play centrally, he's so unreliable, in my opinion. Sometimes he gets on the ball and he wants to run with the ball. That's being indisciplined. If Nolo Tolo goes to that Cameroonian defense and they play him centrally and he starts running with the ball, then there is an accident ready to happen, because teams would have looked at the way he plays and what he does. But if they put him at the left, well, I also know that Nagida is there and all that. Nagida needs playtime. He's a guy for the future.
And you have young as well.
Yeah, and young, energetic. Although I have a problem with Nagida, offensively, he doesn't bring much, you know.
That's why we have Yongwa, which is offensively is really, really good.
Okay.
Yongwa from Lorient.
Yeah, that would be up to the coach. We see what the coach is going to do. But that guy, Tolo, if Tolo plays central defense, then there's another way waiting to happen. Maybe I have a bias with Tolo. I don't rate him really high. It's just from it's a piece of whatever.
No, it's my brother.
I don't think so. You get a bias with him. We would already see and say that kind Rigobert some kind of player them. You understand? Any person who like modern day football, we like tiki taka, you like collective tactical, some kind of game them.
Yeah,
you always struggle with that kind of player them. You always feel like, oh, okay, I don't really think so, because in as much as we want to win trophies, but you want to make the team play for where you feel like, oh, I was entertained. Maybe make some kind of back in the days, man. You see women go take ball, or a man say a midfield go hold on, Jita will hold on for the right side. Woman go start make run for this side. Camera they show you wide angle. It cross them. It means a woman the run jogo make a one touch from Boma, and then that the game was you go to one camp. This is Salomon Lembe. It take it defender enter inside field. Woman the get space. They bring the ball for the go make cut back. Boma go they say one go header. It dodge jam. Samuel Tojo can put inside pool. If you be best way you watch football, and then now the idea that we get our Cameroon national team bro. And then you see Nuhu Tolo they play now.
So yeah, I'm gonna come to that defense line, and I totally agree with you. When they play Nuhu Tolo as a central defender, because we were lacking players, I think we tried him with Cabo Verde, no, Angola, sorry, and because Ngande was not available to play, and then he didn't call Nuhu Tolo, so he had Castelletto, and he tried with Nuhu Tolo. But I think we mostly call Nuhu Tolo because of the spirit carries. He's a die-hard player.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that technical and tactical skills, but he had this
mentality. Technical, don't talk about tactical, please.
Technical. Yeah. This technical skill we want from him, but the character, the mentality that he has on the field makes the difference. So that's why it's there. But now we have Christopher Wu, which is really good as a defender. And then we have this new guy. This is a modern Ngande, right? He's younger, he's athletic, and he's faster, right? So I think the combination of these two, Jairzinho, the one you were talking about, Jairzinho and Wu will be a very interesting because Jairzinho is faster. It will be a very interesting combination at the back line. Also, we cannot forget Boyomo will play with Osasuna, but in he plays in the national team as if he's kind of scared. He's not playing loose as he's played in Osasuna to show how he's capable of. And we already saw against Cabo Verde that the combination of Wu and Boyomo is very risky. Very risky because both they are not as fast as Jairzinho might be, because Jairzinho is almost 6 feet 4, something like that. So he's good. He's tall, he's athletic, and then the combination of Wu and Jairzinho will probably give a little bit of security. It will just remind me of Rigobert Song and Raymond Kala at the back of the defense. So Song was the player we were talking about, and Raymond was the one that, yeah, exactly. So it will make the defense very smooth, and yeah. I don't think that Pagu is going to play Tolo as a central defender. I think that he's going to be fighting there, not starting with Yongwa and Nagida.
Guys, the reason we put the phone line or open the phone line is because we know that sometimes you want to explain your ideas, or you want to make a suggestion. You cannot really take too much time to type. Even before you want to finish type, someone don't talk to other team. You want answer the person and stuff like that. Now the reason we open phone line now, make people then call. So you just call one time, you take your 30 seconds, your 1 minute, you make your suggestions or you share your opinion, and then we continue with the conversation. I see my boss work here. He don't talk some really good thing. Reasons why he want me Tolo play, especially if we play a 3 for back. So I feel like now points and now if you just call instead my phone number that would register on WhatsApp, you call, or if you did a task or you did Canada, if you just call directly and we connect you. Truly, I will get another player who want to talk about that, or more just move now for something else.
Move to something else.
Yeah. By the way, this Palava way minister will carry Juju Meresiman go play games. Besides that, we don't see some people the way they say now prayers and things like that. What is your take on? Okay, we'll get a caller. I'm gonna take him. Hello, Baba.
Oh, Alpha.
We did fine. How are you?
Must not bad. I'll be visited by now down a laptop will crash. Thank God.
Laptop still define it run well.
Go ahead, make a contribution.
All right. I just want to talk about the lineup. To be honest, that's one of the reasons why I thought say the job with Pagu Geta is just be impossible. Like when I look into the fact say as a new coach, then the fact say he didn't even get up to 3 weeks or up to 2 weeks with the team. It's so difficult to predict what type of lineup if he use. Just like when I say, me particularly, I overline me 4-4-2.
Yeah.
But sometimes you check and say, okay, if you play 4-4-2 with Bemo, I don't know what if you play in that role because you could not drop in for midfield or with a 4-4-2. That's why I keep saying that. And I always say, Pagu go a short time for create a constructed team because first of all, you never even get a fair game to play. It's just so difficult for you to predict which way if you will play unless you go do a match. Because to be honest with you, I don't know what type of system we actually feel work. Because first of all, someone like Young is bit physical, but not bit too technical. The other young boy for Leverkusen, how they call
Kofane.
the other striker. Kofane be more technical. Kofane apply be very, very technical, but I say he's too young. He's very young and he's being new for the African Nation Cup. So and you just imagine what type of system you're going to play. Because now Pagu for you for really try what type, because if you need like 3 weeks, you need some time like very game there. To figure out what's best system for you to implement. Because with future should not feel any man just 4-4-2 or 5-3. But still, it's a difficult to try. Because if you look at very well, some they get 3 weeks, he play all the very much, even go to World Cup. They cannot figure out the best lineup for user. Let our song be the go for World Cup. Maybe even get up to a month for it because it's so difficult. Because Pagu get impossible to. So when people say, "Oh, come on, go far," me, I not expect. It's not Pagu fault. And if he good too much expectation for him, I don't want any good pressure for him because I just feel like saying, "Look, this is just a beginning for this man." So the man just get a 1 week and we just expecting me get too much. It's too much pressure. It's gonna be too much. Whatever if they happen to say we do good, well, fine. But honestly, it's a tough job for that guy. To be honest, because you didn't even get too much time. When we talk, so we get our first match next week. Next week Wednesday. On
the 24th. Yeah, on the 24th against Gabon.
Yeah. Tori, have you asked some question?
Yeah, go ahead. Ask you the question. But before I ask you the question, I want to talk already. Say Pagu and okay. If you know so you don't get enough time, you will deny the job. You don't be with national team for close to 2 years. So I don't care. You get what deliver. Either you win Nations Cup or you take go semi-final. True Lion want to ask you a question. Me ask you a question. True Lion, go ahead.
Yeah, caller. Pagu said he is a guy of tiki-taka. He is a guy of possession football. And that he will do better. His objective is to do better than the 16th final of Rigobert Song. I mean, you are saying that we don't have time, but Pagu is telling a different story. So what do you say about that?
What do you expect him to say? Trust me. Hold on. If you remember what you told me, to tell one World Cup, you told me to say with the World Cup, right?
Yes.
This time he told me.
Maybe we'll be humble.
So you think say that Togo the tell we have a thing?
But Pagu, I'm talking about the coach.
No, I'm talking about the coach. But what do you expect? He have to give hope. Even look, to be honest with you,
yes.
Even as a coach, I know we'll go to say, oh, you know, so we'll negative. No, I will make sure say we can do everything we can. That's you have to give hope to those players. As a coach, I get his point. But me as a fan, I'm not just a stupid fan and anything. I think my own brain. I also know
we were stupid.
Because
go ahead.
When I will watch the Nation Cup, I will watch with my heart well open. With a clean mind, no very say, I don't will keep my head for the whole way. I'm going to get heart attack. No. I need to watch that match with the mindset will get heart attack. If you want to go get your heart attack, okay, no problem. I shot innocent. You get 4 again 991. Call. Yeah, for every time I want to look match with Tori Day. Because make sure the ambulance this. Because me, no.
Okay.
Whatever expectation, I need to put too much expectation with this team because I know they I don't want to get heart attack. I don't want to say, oh, if you go with no. If people they don't want to put a man very say when they go with okay, good luck with that. Now I want to go hospital, high blood. Now like that. Me, no way. I know even Pagu say come out further. I know we blame Pagu. It's not Pagu's fault. Because the problem my problem the first problem for me now FIFA. What way FIFA is totally wrong. It's just unacceptable. You can't do that.
Yes.
Because no competition, no major competition, European World Cup, where you start, you give all that in 1 week. It's impossible. What the you notice that and the African Cup, they just fan play generation quiet about it. Come on. No. Sometimes when I have to, when I even get started when I can say no, we're not accepting it. It's just what the hell? It's just like say this the African Nation Cup just some garbage competition. 1 week? Come on now.
Okay,
That make
Baba.
no sense.
Baba, thank you plenty for your call. I know say the Baron will call some more time for tell you say Cameroon will win. True Lion. Okay, True Lion,
Yes.
you get any answer for you get anything for telling?
I mean, I am not saying that Cameroon is gonna win, right? Because when I look at it, the players called up, okay, and I've spoken about this, and I continue talking about this, right? If you are a team in transition, what you do is when you get a coach, you get an experienced coach. For me, Pagu is not experienced. Internationally, he's never coached internationally. So I don't know. There's not enough data for me to actually judge Pagu and see what he's gonna do, right? So for me, I'm going into this.
We get some caller. We get some caller and I should say
Yeah,
one
go
talking
ahead.
about that Mike Mobo call. Yeah, go ahead. Hello?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
get me?
Baba, I bet
we
tell that
get
man will come over talk to you, no am.
The man they talk to you don't know. He talk to you not know. Cameroon national team go win Nation Cup.
Tell you.
And I go remember owner for that place. Cameroon go win Nation Cup with that very team. The people that can bring problem for that national team, they don't come out. Yeah. The people that can bring commission for that team, they don't come out. Cameroon go win Nation Cup. Yeah.
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 You don't tell them.
Okay, Baba,
Yeah.
thank
Whether na Morocco, whether na Nigeria, or whether na who, they don't get better player more than Cameroon. Cameroon go win Nation Cup. And I will remember owner. How go win Nation Cup? Can't go Yaoundé.
Wow.
I remember owner. This two at owner so. 2017, if I ask any man say Cameroon go win Nation Cup, all man go box to kill him. The Cameroon take Nation Cup. Cameroon go win this Nation Cup for Morocco. Can't go Yaoundé. You will see him. Mark my word. Mark this day. What they tell you this time. You will tell me I will tell you something.
Okay. Okay.
I don't get plenty for talk.
Thank you, Baba.
Okay, Baba, thank you.
Thank you.
True Lion, don't know what I want to respond first for you or you want to respond for that first caller.
No, I mean, there's logic to everything, right? There's logic to everything. I mean, he just came here and say, I don't even need to respond to him. Cameroon will win Nations Cup. Mark my words. What should I say? I cannot go back and forth with that guy, you know. But what I was saying is that, you know, when I look at the team, right, 3/4 of the team has never been to African Cup of Nations. Some people want to compare it to the 2017 team, the 2017 team that had veterans like Mokanju, that had Abubakar, who was at his peak, coming from the bench. When you look at that team that had Nkulu in defense, I mean, when people talk football, yeah, exactly. When people talk football, right, and they just come seeing in the midfield with that long. So when people talk football and the defense, you know, Cameroon went through the first round conceding maybe only one goal. The defense was solid, you know. And if you want to win, defense wins tournaments. You base your game defensively, and then you can build up upon that to actually win tournaments. So when someone comes and say, "Oh, Cameroon will win," I don't know what he's basing his that on. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you don't drop a match. See what I call it back.
We have this. We have in our conversation some that ones we talk about Ismaila Sarr from Senegal. So that's a player that he wants is a player to be watched at the World Cup. So Ismaila Sarr is this Senegalese player that plays for Crystal Palace, right? He's been he have like
we get hello.
Yeah, salon of the studio.
Salon, Baba.
Salon, Papa.
Yeah, I want to make my own small contribution.
Go ahead. I should say what blast you, Lion.
No. Then I get a couple of 1 or 2 points I would disagree with True Lion. First, True Lion, they make it tell we say Pagu not be experienced internationally. Yeah, I need it tonight. But now for me, an experienced coach, very experienced coach. If you look for Cameroon League, this guy for Morocco. Why not Wale? Before one take Morocco, he don't get any international experience. He only coach until Casablanca.
Yeah, I think
he win league today. I think win CAF Champions League. Pagu don't win league for Cameroon. He don't win Cameroon Cup. So he get a lot of experience. Far past Rigobert. if you talk in terms of coaching, and the team will call them, I believe for the team. I believe for that team will talent that they get talent. I believe so much in them. And for the past week, I don't see videos of training, I see participation. One small ball I play, we know our coach. You see what he want me to do. You see what he want me to do. You see the activeness inside training. So I believe, say, with the experience we get them, with the talent, with the current squad we get them, me I get high expectation. I believe so. We'll go all the way. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, Baba.
Baba, thank you very much for that contribution.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will talk about some players.
So Ismaila Sarr, the player of Senegalese forward that is playing now for Crystal Palace. I don't know why the one us watch Ismaila Sarr. I believe the star at the Senegalese team.
We got another caller.
Yeah, we just take the caller, man. We want them to participate.
Hello. Baba.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I want to make another brief intervention.
Go ahead.
At the year True Lion, they always want to go back to this issue of certain players will never be called up. Because I don't see long come for show today, and they serve a page a lot. This issue for Abubakar, they will never call them, which True Lion always mention. And we not forget, especially one live in denial. Would it come up from a particular context where the presence of these guys caused hazard in the dressing room and the team was not okay? When I forget, we know a few weeks ago, we not qualify for World Cup with these same guys. So the question is, when Pagu come as new coach, Pagu bringing back Abubakar, we don't work with them for the past
18 months.
Even though he did that as Adrian. There's probably something about this. When they asked Pagu this question for press, his first mention was that he want to bring back a certain level of discipline into the team, which is very important. If you bring back all those talents, the way they on the score goes for the past 2 years, without a healthy dressing room, even one match Cameroon go winner. We don't fail with the same guys just a few weeks ago. So better will give the guy the way they wait. They are unknown. Who better go with the angel with the devil we don't know than those angels they will know. So we'll give the young guy them a chance. We're not going to always go to call Abubakar for the past 2 years. For the past 4 months, he's scored waiting. And Abubakar is present for the team. They affect the team how? Because captain and experience to them have been they be motivate. What are they experience? If you not be motivate a team, you not be do nothing. When folk African come on make statement recently say after a welcome for Brazil, they instructed me no call Alex Song and Samuel Eto'o. It's we commander will ever complain. No, because we see at that time, as good as Eto'o was, as accomplished as he was, his presence for the dressing room was not healthy.
Yeah. So
if Pagu don't come as a new coach, you don't see and say, wait, these same guys, if you put that at the moment, because you want to achieve something in a dressing room, but they start to victory, they come. Once that dressing room be together, it is easy to understand what the coach wants. And approach the game with a certain mindset. That new one will the kind of story with journalists and the work can judge the cost scale. How many chaos we don't have for the AFCON since what that build? The team is in serenity. Some will carry that serenity now. Hope that serenity come with a bit of talent. They will go do it one hope for AFCON.
Yeah.
I bet Chula no you overcome with the Abubakar Jamata again. It don't pass.
The day house.
Thank you. More take the other caller. Hello. Okay, why they call the travel connect? Boss work here don't make some really important points. Plenty of we don't forget say Coach Bellingham be the assistant
for Hugo Bros.
When we take so why would we continue for wrong? I'm up say that bench no get experience, that bench no get this, that bench no get that. No, if you look at keenly, and football is usually not even about whether player they get experience or not. If they get a coach where if you make them feel like they get experience, they will play like they be confident. Now the reason why they continue with tell people say Baleba be come. He first how many games him? He no play let's say he did 20 years or 19 years. He play let's say he did like 35-year-old. So we don't give responsibility now for 35-year-old. He want to go start the do thing enough for 17-year-old and then the play now no. So I just feel like go ahead, man.
So no, I'm just want to add to what the caller was saying. So remember we went to the AFCON 2017 with same squad like what we have now with player that was not really experienced and even the experienced player like Abubakar.
Hello, True Lions. Good evening once more again from Uganda.
Okay.
This is supporter of the
Okay, thank you very
Lions from Uganda.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brother, for calling. I hope that side is fine.
Fine. And I am trying to say that the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon has great hopes. They have great hopes because out of a population or a youthful population of more than 10 million, we have 28 talented young boys with a talented coach who coaches at least regardless of whatsoever one of the toughest leagues in the African scenery today. So if you come here to tell us that his hopes of not exceeding the 16th finals is beyond him or is something magnanimous to do, then I don't see it. Tell me, in 2017, regardless of the fact that we had those legends you guys talked of, in 2017, would you have said we would play or we would be playing the 2017 semi-finals? If we had not played it, we wouldn't have said so. All we were hoping for was, okay, keep playing, at least you guys will crash out. But the guys never crashed out. So regardless, let's build our hopes around these guys and give them a chance. Yes, they might not play the finals. Yes, they might play the finals. But then I'm telling you that these boys definitely will perform wonders there. What matters is the spirit.
Yeah.
What matters is the spirit. South Africa has a good team. But how is their good team? Is it compared to the Lions? No. Regardless, it's not compared to the Lions. But then they have a good team. How do they have a good team? The team spirit is there. So I think we shouldn't really build around pessimism, but then let's be optimistic somehow. Let's not write these boys off, but then let's give them some hope.
Yeah.
Let's give them a chance. I hope that at least somehow in the end, some people who come here to say no, blah blah blah. I tell you, I hope that in the end they don't come ahead to say no. We are saying though in the hopes that, or we are basking in the hopes that we don't go to the hospital, but at least you guys have surprised us. No, please build in positivity so that in the end, when there's pessimism, you come back and say, at least we were positive, but these guys failed us. That's better. So you don't go into an examination hall. No, you don't go into an examination hall with the hope of not passing the exams. No. Why did you go in then? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
And I think I want to add something for which we talk. Now the same reason why I feel like one of the worst things Samuel Eto'o do for administration now actually go on TV and talk to the hope say the team go do anything for Nations Cup.
No, you know what talk so.
No, wait till you talk for that.
He say me will be humble.
No, when you start saying no, be humble. Now you do it just how many years ago? If you talk to will win World Cup,
and he pointed out.
You understand? Now they talk say if you be the hope to win World Cup. Me, I prefer say tell the Peking say you can do this. Tell the Peking say I believe so you get to do this. You understand? There's just a different mindset when person knows you expect say he go do something.
Nasako,
you understand? Yes.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I don't know if this football we are talking about. A lot of people are just.
We'll get another caller or what I'm going to take you and then.
Okay.
Give you what your thoughts more. Yeah. I beg. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Turide.
Boss, you want to make small contribution?
Yes, I want to make small contribution. Good evening.
Good evening, Baba.
Yeah, I want a good job, and I do a very good job for studio there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to talk say Cameroon. I think we will try to rebuild this team. We don't see for the past games there. We don't see and say, be the worker. We not get the talent. We get the talent. Discipline be a major problem. You know if you get a team where they need to listen to the coach, where they disrespect, and we get players that when they want to take authority, see that they control. I remember back in the days, so will be the grow. We get the top team there, they win games for Cameroon back in the days. So Popo, Lespo. If team no get Cameroon back in the days, would they Southwest? If team no get that discipline, we really listen to the coach, because any coach gets a game plan.
That's true.
When coach want to go for a match, get a game plan, and so they go do. Then when player the day when they need one for a year, you see some good player, he did so for play very well, but because he is listening, if you go for free now, if you fumble, be disciplined. Maybe coach don't tell us, okay, you just be in between defender and the attacker, be in between defender, just stay for day. But because he need the one to listen to a coach, he will start to do different things, try to run around the field. See how Abubakar play. Abubakar they sweat past all man, but you see what you don't do. Lately, the deep of you don't sweat, you don't tire. because of too much pressure, in the one time will do things the way you're not supposed to do, but in stay focused. So I think that this small boy, we don't bring them now. If they listen to what the coach tell them, the game plan, boy, they will only defend the small opportunity they will make up. And every team where it get that together, they get that calmness, that atmosphere, we get peace. You see the energy they be, the flow. Sometimes when you see people they need to play because they need to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, and this I need to talk with Ngamale or Abubakar and so on. Now, even for pass ball among themselves, it will be possible because that relationship no day. So I'll be happy to see they take that bad seat for bring a pure atmosphere, for bring the team back together. So anybody with a negative view for this present team right now, then it not really be true for yourself, because if they continue for you would really look at that name, the Onana, with Onana goalkeeper. But when they follow instruction, they perform.
Yeah.
If they perform, they score Onana. No, I say Onana no be good. But because of the fact say in mindset, begin they focus for the team.
Yeah.
You get your own team when you think. So I want more rally yourself behind these guys there. I want to say they will surprise me. They will really surprise you because everybody wants to show up. Everybody wants to show up. The only person where I really want me to talk to you personally, they need to talk to you personally. Now this guy Bremo. Bremo, the last match what I see play for Manchester, I know you'll be impressed. So if you carry that kind of spirit again, come for the team again, he go worry. He get for nowhere for shoot and went for pass ball. You see, he did the same way. The players, the way they over give you confidence, they start confused or I don't know under pressure for the big team, the Manchester. I don't know where they go because the boy over get talents. He was sharp. So I want to say make this coach. Because any coach, when they give you a position like this, before one call players, you really get a team for your heads.
Yeah.
So this man, before one call players, you get a team for your head, how you will use the team. So if they allow you come on and they allow you make you do which way you get of your mind, will they support you? Boy, we'll get a surprise.
Yeah.
I bet you will get a surprise. I'm really thankful for this show, and I believe we'll continue for this a good team for this particular tournament. I think we'll get a good team for this particular tournament. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And thank the caller. Plenty people called. That's why we are doing this, because we I don't want to remove my own idea. Say, I say will be no one remove idea. Chula, no one remove your own idea. We want to create that place where we come, we get our conversations just like back in the days where we be for bar or go for some my house. And Chula, you'll be talk something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing that a lot of fans still believe in that you can gather players from anywhere, and within 3 weeks they go win the African Cup of Nations. I mean, if that's not fantasy football, then I don't actually know that's. But I am that type of fan. When Cameroon plays, I will support Cameroon. However, I will criticize Cameroon to the last energy that I do have, because when I see the players and I look at their stats, that a lot of them don't even play for their team. Okay, a lot of them don't even have match fitness, because I go deep, right? Because if I say something, I want to make sure that what I'm saying can be backed by an explanation. Of course, there are coaches that have won the African Cup of Nations without a lot of international experience, right? However, let me just remind you guys, no Cameroonian coach has ever won the African Cup of Nations. Okay. Secondly, let me remind you guys something. Winning CAF club competition like Wahid did in Morocco, that's a very, very competitive competition. Okay. It's not like, of course, he didn't have international experience, but again, keep in mind, he has not won any trophies with Morocco yet. So he's still lacking. Now, when you look at the team, like he was talking about Abubakar. The reason I talk about Abubakar is because when I look at his numbers, I'm like, dude, this dude is 33 years old. He's old. They say he can run, but yet he's scoring goals more than Buemo, who is one of the best players for Cameroon. Why is that? It's because Abubakar is more adapted to the African game than Buemo. It's just because Abubakar knows how to play the African game. So in my opinion, again, it's in my opinion, if the coach comes and he's forming a team that is in transition, of course, when you form a team that's in transition, you need some experience. So you need some players like Abubakar who actually have experience. 117 caps, okay, for 45 goals. That doesn't come every day. Score 8 goals in the AFCON. That's a lot of experience. When some of you guys are telling me that players were indisciplined, I guess you guys are talking about indiscipline where they were maybe against Samuel Eto'o, because the coach, Mark Brice, never said any player was indisciplined. So the indiscipline you guys are talking about was going against the president of FECAFOOT, which is Samuel Eto'o. So you see how you guys pick and choose just because you actually adore Samuel Eto'o. He can do no wrong. That's the indiscipline you guys are talking about. Because never was there a time when Mark Brice actually came and said players were indisciplined. And then we don't take accountability. When we fail, we don't say that we failed because the minister did this and that. We are blaming the players. Was it the players who decided to go and play? What team did we play and draw? Eswatini 1-1 during the World Cup.
Oh, no, don't talk saying that they decide. Oh, no, talk saying that they decide.
No, I'm talking about the actual travel. The players did not make the plan to travel.
They decide.
No. I listened to that. It was after there was a problem when they arrived and the airports were locked down. When they arrived, the airports were locked down. They could not fly out. Then they needed to find a solution. So the players don't understand. Everything has to come together. I'm talking about back office organization, coaching. Everything has to come together in modern football for football to succeed. If we don't learn how to prepare, because what Cameroon does now, as we talk for Bamenda, they defeat foul for market day. Now for market day where you go feel say, oh, my foul hungry, my foul no get enough weight, then you go buy corn for can give foul. You cannot succeed in modern football. Nowadays, there are 24 teams in the African Cup of Nations and not 8 teams and not 12 teams. When Cameroon actually used to dominate, now there are 24 teams. Guess what? You must have a good starting 11 and a very good bench in order to win the African Cup of Nations. And these things are not magic. Everybody plays football now in Africa. It's not just isolated countries. Everybody plays football in Africa.
So, True Lion, so many things they do with the talk away. Today, I don't want to argue with you. So many things they do with the talk away. Today, I don't want to argue with you. But first of all, you don't run with the idea and say, oh, that team will be experienced. And then people for comment section and they don't put for you, say, no, that team be experienced. We get players in today where they don't at least play Nations Cup or they don't play different football. You can't talk about how the coach will be experienced. And they don't prove for you, say, besides Pagu, where it don't build already for that group for more than 2 years already. So in no way to be the main problem for the group now, whether I not call some people, we get Bellingham where they add for the when an AFCON winner where you don't add for the experience. My finish. There's a lot of things where you talk about Abubakar and you do always, if you want to look over the last 2 years, maybe the highest goal scorer for Cameroon national team. We know why we do limit them for the last 2 years. Guess what? Not limit them for the last 2 years, limit them for the last 20 years so we can bring back Samuel Eto'o. You understand? You talk where you say, the coach no can't talk saying indiscipline. When coaches, they will not talk again and again for this segment. When coaches, they no can't talk say about indiscipline. Now because they want just I beg man take the caller. I get right for just pause me and go be sure I talk for the caller. boss. Yeah, reduce your background volume for TV or for this way to watch.
Yeah, I don't reduce it.
Yeah, go ahead, make a contribution. I beg school me this True Lion, I beg.
Now either make a call, either make a jump come off of bed one. I'm already listening.
Go ahead.
Remember, I salute first. True Lion, I salute. The only place where I agree with True Lion, I say we're not supposed to get extremely high expectations, but it also not means we're not supposed to get hope or we be hopeful.
Yeah.
When it comes to me, I be already know say if that policeman be take the team go Nations Cup with that player, will not for come out for first round. So the decision where Football Federation take actually give me hope for the team. This hope not be say it also would go win Nations Cup, but it give me hope say we feel surprise a lot of things then. We feel do things the way people they need to expect from we, because almost all our opponents them, they not really game plan against we because they don't know how we go play. The player the way they know, like the big player they know Abubakar, the Onana, the Nzambo and Visa, then they're not even there inside the squad. So it will make things a little bit difficult for them for game plan against we. But when we just come up for see Gabon play for these playoffs. Yeah. So we at least watch their videos, then try to understand how we go approach them. Ivory Coast will get video of them. The coach done it now for a while, so we get enough material for help with. Yeah. So I really believe that with this younger player then, and with the discipline and harmony where they exist, Cameroon get a good chance for surprise a lot of teams then. And if the top say they go win, but they will surprise a lot of teams then. And so on. So me, if I get for bet and I say they will go further than what they will do last time, I will put my money on them. I expect to see Cameroon at least for quarterfinals. At least for quarterfinals. Then for come back to some points the way my brother Chola will make them about the experience of the team. So they just this team even get more experience and better quality player than the 2017 team where we win.
True.
Because he said they win tournament now with backline. We are backline for 2017. On the left side we be Nawo, Oyongo Bitolo. The two central defenders are being Gandu and Keke. On the right side it be five. It be five. For this potential backline we will get them for here. On the left side, if he being Utolo, win a very experienced player, even more experienced than any of that people that were that backline for 2017. Potential player, because we don't know how Pablo will play them. This Wu, he didn't play at least one match of World Cup, he didn't play last Nations Cup. Where there other people they not without even play on that backline. We get Dalen Yongwa, he did last Nations Cup.
Yep.
So we get
ask question.
Nations Cup before. And when they play for because I don't say some of them don't even get much participation. And now which player the way he thinks they will start with they need to play for their team. I don't know the player the way they talk about. But they need to play for their team.
Chula, may finish.
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead, ask your question.
Okay, ma, don't finish.
May finish and then ask the question, Chula.
He talk about discipline, say coach, not complain. Now, what is determine indiscipline for team? Time when France will go South Africa for nice now go get the problem for them. Now the coach we can't also play at the day on a French Federation be sanctioned player. Now the federation, when team they release players, they will release players to the federation and not to a coach. So in as much as coach fee complains on player not be disciplined, but that responsibility for sanctioned player that was determined indiscipline is I came before with the federation. So when they don't tell Una say, we want this player, your team will release you. They tell Una say, Una will regroup for Douala, Una decide for land Una for Yaoundé. Now wait till that. They talk say, Una don't, whatever happened, Una land for the, Una not land for the airport, whether that wait till happen. They say, okay, Federation decides, say, we take hotel, may Una sleep, take a quick flight, go this or day. Una player then regroup. On a second talk saying that a group of players then they decide make that because the talk saying that coach is saying no, not be coaching as them, leader them for team. They decide to take group for me tonight, not be indisciplined that. How you feel get player then when federation talks saying that so one organize ourselves for confront with opponents then the player they instead decide which direction for go. You know the work that's indiscipline. And
I beg remind True Lion says on game day way. We start that game 2 minutes late because players they carry for locker room. They deny say they don't enter our fee if they don't put more than for bench.
For and so on. So the level of indiscipline is being so high. And I just say when I one personalize and to Eto, may when I forget Eto being a player. Eto now a president of an institution, and when I therefore respect ye as president of that institution and the institution of because tomorrow Eto will go. and a different person go fill that position. So not be a problem. Say they be disrespect Naito. They be disrespect the president of FICAFU. Because people then they will maybe they get their disagreement the way too. And so whenever these people they do, they need to see and say in FICAFU they disrespect, and they see and say Naito they disrespect them. So to me, this guy them, I'm not sure so they don't expel them forever from the team. It will be enough for me to sanction them. They finally learn a lesson. See, if they want to come back for the team, they will get for come back, follow the orders of the federation. Because now so it work for all countries that go now federation they determine what it go on inside national team. Not be player then because they feel ask for no opinion. Then when federation now make a decision, we now follow them. So about this indiscipline thing make them jump for can address them.
It's a good question for ask you.
Yeah, me go ahead and wait the question.
Nkulu, call me one player where he play football when Nkulu play. Nkulu was in that team 2017. He scored a goal. Call me one player.
Even Abubakar.
I'm sorry?
If he start for bench now, why did you mention?
No. He was injured. He started. He got injured. Nkulu, Nicolas Nkulu. Call me one player we get play football and Nicolas Nkulu for the current team.
Chula, I think he mentioned a player.
Hold on, he said no. He's talking about 2017 team. Call me one player, one defender we play ball and Nicolas
Nkulu. No be the start. So if he mention it, Chula, it's as simple as that. He injured in the start. No, talk about player they don't start. We talk about player they start
of the team. He is part of the team.
No, not about part of the team. You don't hear what we talk about player they for bench.
I say, Nazako, these players they never even play one game. What are you talking about? Tolo, Nulu Tolo, you're talking. You want to compare him with Bitolo or Yango Bitolo who played in France? Nulu Tolo, where does he play?
Chula, major answer because I may respond to you. More take another caller.
I respond to you. My whole point is say Nkulu, we go for that Nations Cup. He was a bench player. Of course, I feel agree with you. Say as an ancient for the team, if he advise the younger player them and so on. But now the role that way they for take Abubakar go do. If he be playing a role like captain, for time when we be captain, when all these indiscipline will go on, he stand up and say, no, this is how things have been done here. That's so. But Abubakar not play that role. Abubakar start play politics along with other people there. Now, why that they don't put them aside? You know, we bring Abubakar and he can continue with the same thing what they do before. When they tell them, so we land for Douala, he land for Yaoundé. How you go advise player there? Nkulu no be get that kind of behavior. So now why that I did anyway, I be talking about starter them and so on. Could not be this starter for 2017. If he come in, I be talk about starter.
He started, then he went to the bench. He was a starter.
Boss, thank you very much.
He wasn't.
But
Nazako, he wasn't a starter.
Boss, thank you very much. Except you want to make some other contribution.
No, it be okay. Man, leave other people that need the.
Thank you very much. Una don't fry me True Lion today. Fine.
No.
Go ahead. Talk something. Yes.
Yeah. Nazako, this is what I'm saying, and you guys are actually misquoting me. What I have said is that the minister, was the one that brought this organization, not the players. The minister brought this organization. Now, the players never bought their tickets. Their players never bought tickets. The players don't buy tickets to go to travel. The minister was the one that brought this organization in that team. Never was there a time. Now, he was saying that when France had the problem in France 98, Raymond Domenech was the one who blew the whistle.
2010.
Raymond Domenech was the one who actually blew the whistle. Then there was all that chaos. Then he reported to the federation. What is he talking about? We have seen the coach is responsible for the team. If the coach doesn't come and say there is a problem, a disciplinary problem, then we don't know that there's a problem. However,
it's because we got another caller. We want fire you, True Lion.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Once more, good morning.
Good morning.
I heard True Lions talk about Vincent Abubakar and his fluidity in terms of scoring goals. I want to tell you that Vincent Abubakar has been just a beneficiary. How has he been a beneficiary? He has had no competitor whatsoever. Because of his presence in the Lions Den, no other person have been given a consistent chance. You don't expect to give somebody a chance today, then come back tomorrow and say, okay, he did not score a goal in the last match. Let Vincent continue. So in that light, you do not expect to have a good team, a harmonious team, a team that actually flows with someone else's spirit. Take, for instance, I want to ask, how many times have we had Eta play 3 consecutive games? But Abubakar, whether he's in form or not in form, he keeps playing.
Until he scores one goal.
Thank you. We allowed him out. Okay, I want to ask again. How many times? How many goals did he score against Zimbabwe, against Eswatini, against Cape Verde, against Angola? How many goals did he score? When has he really stood out for us? Aside the 2023, even the 2021 Nations Cup in Cameroon, when did he really stand out for us? In fact, in Nigeria, we've seen Osimhen stand out for Nigeria, regardless. You understand? So Abubakar is not a contender. Abubakar is not a contender. In fact, Abubakar is aged out. His time has gone. Abubakar cannot contend with people like Kofani and Eta. No, Abubakar is not there. You get the gist here. Now, I want to tell you this. The chemistry there is quite simple. The reason for which we did not qualify for the 2026 World Cup is kudos to Abubakar and Gandenganju. This is because we kept on piling in players who could not deliver for us at the time and at the time when due. Abubakar came into various games and couldn't perform. Perhaps if we had it, I bet you, if there was an Eta, if there was a Kofani, definitely there will be a difference in that front. Because if we are giving these guys chances, if we are giving these guys a chance, perhaps in 1, 2, 3 games, they will cope, you understand? They will get addicted to the team and then they will know how to actually work harder and do better. How do you actually, how did we discover Abubakar? If not by giving him a chance. We gave him a chance and he proved himself. But then this time around, the guy is worn out. So let's give other persons who have flesh, who have the flesh, who has the bones. So Toride is just blabbing because he has some sort of penchant for Abubakar. But forget the penchant. We are talking of persons who can deliver. Abubakar, I tell you, if you take him to this Nations Cup, he wouldn't score 2 goals. Why? Because Abubakar is even becoming so sluggish. The only person I actually feel like we should have called is Jackson Chachua. But then, one thing is clear. Without character, you go nowhere. Even in the academics. Even in the academics. See, I tell you this. I am a student of peace and conflict, and I'm a Rotary Peace Fellow in the of Rotary in US. Structural causes. When you have a problem, structural causes. If you do not address structural causes, you go ahead to just address perhaps other causes. I tell you are failing. The first thing you need to do is address structural causes. And when you address structural causes to a conflict, you have the solution. You have the solution. So Eto'o is looking at Andre Onana, looking at people like Abubakar, trying to weed these guys out. I tell you, this is the best thing he has done as a Fecafoot president. Even Eto'o himself, when he was in the team, as the best player, when he had issues in the team, were we performing? We went on for 2 good AFCONs without qualifying. Why? Because we had issues in the team, even when we had the best cream of players. But when he left and the rest left, 2017 came, when we had a new team, we won. So what are we then saying? Empirical evidences are there for us all to benefit from. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Baba, thank you very much.
That was a very interesting
July on.
Look at. That's why I say you guys are all about fantasy football. Someone comes here and say Abubakar is nothing. A player that has played 117 games and scored 45 goals. A player that the last 1 year he's outscored even the Buemos, and you guys are here laughing. I mean, that's fantasy football. It just proves that you guys are not talking about facts. You are not looking at the numbers. You are not milking the numbers. You are just talking about fantasy football. Now, no one is saying that Eta Ayong should not start games. No one is saying that Kofani should not start games. What I was saying is that Abubakar has a lot of experience where he can play a regulated minutes, 10, 15 minutes here and there. That's what Roger Milla was doing in 1990. And how old was Roger Milla? How old was Roger Milla again in 1990? Was it maybe
40,
34?
No. 30,
in 1990, I'm not.
1990 was 38.
38.
It was 38 years, and it was playing 15 minutes here and there. But that's what I'm saying, because if you look at Mo Salah,
remember I had this character also.
Look at Aubameyang. How old is Aubameyang?
Bell was doing the same thing for disrupting the team that they should not call Miller. But at the end, it's Miller that brought the team to the quarterfinals.
Look at my brother Innocent. Look at, we always forget about our dying heroes, and I think Nasako made a comment about that, and that is the culture of Cameroon football, and that's why we shall never be consistent. We can win isolated trophies, but we'll never be consistent because we don't actually look at the root cause of our problems. That's why we are not consistent in football. Like today, we are blaming not qualifying for Cup Abubakar on Onana. Are we for real? Is it Abubakar Onana who made Cameroon not to qualify for the World Cup? Are we for real?
I mean, we have talked this
over drag the point.
So the bottom line is that the coach didn't bring Abubakar and he did not bring Onana. That's period. Now we have to focus on who.
Which I'm fine.
We have there. So that's it. We drop this topic and we move on to the next one. And just to add something on what you guys were saying, this team and coaching staff is actually very well experienced. They told you about Bellingham being the assistant coach of Hugo Bros. That means the squad that won the 2017 AFCON. But you also want to remember that we have
Martin Tungu Pile.
That won the gold medal. With
and you said earlier that no Cameroonian coach has won AFCON. You decide to not mention
the gold medal with Tungu Pile.
Man, you know what I'm talking about, man. If you want to call
talking about, I'm putting this out. So now we have this player. You were talking about 2017. We have even more experienced players this time around past 2017. Abubakar was there yet, but he was coming from the bench. And Diptambe was playing, and Jacques Zoua was above of Abubakar in the hierarchy of strikers. And then Nkulu was coming from the bench.
Who was above? You say who was above Abubakar?
I'm telling you.
Oh my
God. In 2017, Abubakar was bench.
Go ahead, Baba.
And then now,
goodness.
It should be there. But so what I'm saying is, Nkulu even played that game, that final, because Taker got injured at I think it was 20 minutes of in the game. He got injured, and that's why we put Nkulu in. So you cannot say that
first game. Who started the first game?
It was not
2017. Who started the first game?
True Lion, who not worry about that. By the way, you know how Nkulu leave national team. You know how Nkulu leave national team. He start for World Cup. That argument where song be the say pass ball. It be then between Onana and Nkulu. You understand? So when Coach Pagu wait on be for that team for 2 years, it decides I not bring some particular players. I don't explain over here again and again. Say now because you him now find team for go talk for public. Say I need to send my picking was school because over dull. I need to send my picking was school because they work at people that book them. I need to send my Why you say my picking was school? I don't just decide say they so may not go school the year. It end for day. You understand? And for me, that's just a smart protective decision towards a player. Them now. The question me I even feel so for really ask ourselves now, have they even reached out to Fecafoot to say, hey, I understand saying that probably because of this reason no one call me. You understand? But I be sorry about all that to know about do am. If you be so I really feel and say that because they indiscipline, are they ready for submit to authority? You understand? But guess what? They need to ever do am because they know say if we put out this letter, they'll be humiliated. On the contrary, a day before they want to read that list, when they already know say they read that list, what they do? They go for TikTok live, go call President of Fecafoot, say Lula. What are you talking about?
After the press conference of the president,
after the press,
he called him Kwanye Donatien.
I say my brother.
Ma finish talk to Lion.
We move on to the next topic, Masa.
Move on to the. I don't know that I'll get the next topic, but I just feel I would over drag the particular topic. That guy don't play for national team again. Buemo will start with number 10. And Baleba will start with number 24. Now the number that they'll consistently wear them suited the come over national team. So I don't know which number which other man.
So there's another man can fire them.
Yeah.
Fire them. There's always gonna we will always get that problem for Cameroon national team. because we are not respecting.
Chula, we'll go for the next topic. Who be your favorite for win? Your 3 favorites for win.
I have Mali to surprise. Mali. I feel say Mali if he surprise.
Bissouma.
Morocco. Then what other team? I don't want to say Senegal, Egypt.
All right.
So for you now, a North African thing. Innocent, go ahead.
Oh, for me, I think Morocco is in the first place to win this because of every reason we have advocated here and there. And I believe Senegal is a good contender to look at. And thirdly, I'm going to be patriotic by putting Cameroon.
Okay, so I like that. For me, Morocco, yes, because the reason why I want Morocco win now because structure-wise and everything, they are very organized. I feel like moving forward, made the teams the way they invest in football, made they win.
Yeah.
So you go teach every other nation to be organized and be structured and invest, and then you go win also. For a very long time, countries like Nigeria, Cameroon, some funny countries they didn't invest in football, they don't get nothing. They go win, take money, take plenty millions, they will World Cup, and then you can squander them. So for me, I feel like the reason I want Morocco win. But besides Morocco, I strongly believe that Cameroon will win this Nations Cup. Football don't move from we get Didier Drogba, we get Samuel Eto'o, we get JJ Okocha, all of those names. Football now will be organized, will be disciplined, who they be break ball pass them, who they do exactly what the coach tell them they do. And if you look at our coaching staff, we get the experience with it. We get Papa they not only get the experience, tactically, technically, they are very good. And that calm and everything. People they talk about, we reach quarter final. Me and Nomi will definitely play at least semi-final. And I sure say so we will win that cup. If any person want call for make your own contribution to about who he thinks they will win the Nations Cup and why they will win. I don't talk about Morocco. I don't talk about Cameroon. I need the third team.
Yeah, the third.
See, the third team will be, I think, Cameroon. Cameroon will surely win. Cameroon will surely win.
I like the hope.
Martin
check your phone.
Okay.
Check your phone.
So, Ejab, good to see you, brother. Long time. Good to see you.
Yeah, hello, Ejab. Yeah, so I think the last part of the. Oh, okay. Yeah. Chula, more take the last thing from you before you feel leave. I beg. The group stage, we get Cameroon, Mozambique, and Gabon. How you see them?
Cameroon, Mozambique, and Gabon. You know what?
Yes.
You see, there's something about African teams, right? African teams are not consistent. And if Cameroon was playing against Cameroon, I would say Cameroon will lose, right? But Cameroon has a possibility of beating Gabon. Cameroon, Innocent is laughing. Cameroon, but he understands my logic. Yeah. If Cameroon was playing against Cameroon, I would say Cameroon will lose. However, Cameroon is playing a team like Gabon. Aubameyang will not be in that Gabonese team, and he's the one who actually scores a lot of goals, right? The way I saw Gabon play against Nigeria, I believe that Gabon can be complacent. And if Cameroon wins that game, that's beginning of that first game against Gabon, then Cameroon will have a chance of making it through that group stage. However, if Cameroon cannot beat Gabon, then it becomes complicated.
Wow, Baba, thank you very much for your contribution. I know you'll be telling me before the show, so you get some play one wrong goal. We'll probably end the show even after you don't come up, but I don't know if you get any final tip or talk, especially, and then maybe we'll get you again for here. The competition is start on Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah. 21st.
Yeah, if it is possible, I bet we'll live will get you for here. And another thing I want more to do also, more not the only host the conversation for 3 days. If we will host them via platform, if they will host them for
19.5
for the platform, any other platform, just let me know. I get how I do them, and then we'll still get the same quality of everything we'll get now. And but then, what will be a final say before you leave?
Anytime. I just want to tell people that when we watch football, maybe we take the time try to be objective, because some people don't really be worried. Say some people that will get heart attack. Because if they beat Cameroon, some people...
Call my name one time. Call my name.
but I want to tell you that, say, football, you understand? When you get into the crux of matter, when you be honest, you follow these players, then you begin to realize that nothing comes without hard work. Okay,
very true.
Nothing comes without hard work. Even these kids that I'm talking about, right? What they need is experience. And you see, nobody supports a guy like Baleba more than me. But I will try to protect Baleba because I know that that kid has talent. But we are trying to do mission impossible, which is go there and win it all for Cameroon. Again, keep in mind, I've not said that Cameroon cannot make it through the group stage, but what I'm saying is Cameroon will not win the African Cup of Nations. That's my last word.
Thank you very much, Master. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, Innocent.
So, yeah, like we said, very interesting, very interesting show. And we really wanna. I wanna say this about what True Lion just said. Baleba is a professional player. Among all the hundreds and thousands of vocation, he chose to be a professional football player. And they say to whom much is given, much is asked. So Baleba is a very talented and a very promising player. So that's why Cameroonians are very demanding of him. So, and I believe that if you've chosen that path, that means you can deliver. We don't want to pressure you, but we want you to deliver the way you've started in the Cameroonian team. Deliver, brother. This time around, there's no indiscipline, there's no noise, those birds singing in your ears. No, now you have time to focus on your tournament and deliver the best version of you. And I believe that if you deliver the best version of you, it's gonna even impact you in your own club that you've been struggling for a couple of weeks and months now. So just go in there, forget about everything that has passed, everything that was going on around you, and give your best in the field. That's it. Just sweat.
And I keep saying it. If Baleba wants to play for Real Madrid, for Bayern Munich, for Manchester United, for Chelsea, any of those big clubs, this is your opportunity. Whatever season you've had, we know it's just from a frustration that you did not get into Manchester United like you were hoping. You understand? But if you play this Nations Cup and you have an efficient Nations Cup, a 90 on, or a 80, even a 75 on 100 for the Nations Cup, any big team out there will easily put the money on you, knowing that you're going to bring something. You get the quality, you get the talent and everything. Now for you, for just focus. If you become for your first 3, 4, 5 games, you prove them for national team, it means you get the potential. Just look at what was not going on right, or what you changed, because you had things programmed and you were doing just that and you're producing good results. And at some point in time, you started probably doing some other things. Just move away from. I don't want to talk to my brother where you say, "You go want your papa, me your papa go want a player when I go keeper, me know what we." But if that is the problem, that is just my brother stop him. You have a very, very bad at 21. At 21, you want to lose the kind of career? No, man. And then for the people the way they innocent, they say, "Oh, True Lion say, oh, you're young." We will not be knowing so you. We think we say you're young. Now you can put for we say no young. So you play the mouth with your way. So carry your bag. Again, thank everyone way. It on the call. If you go, I think so one call, I'll be the call one make some contribution. I don't know what I want talking about True Lion. The man don't call you if you talk. Go ahead.
So we just want to thank the callers, all our people in the comment section. We see your contribution is very enlightening, very, very interesting.
That caller they on.
Okay, so
Baba.
Yeah.
If one fire a True Lion, he don't run.
I won't fire True Lion. I said I want to ask some question, but since they don't go, no problem.
Okay.
Next time.
Yeah, if you put them, we will answer for comment section when you come back.
The other I want to talk about my own favorite.
Okay.
I don't think that cup will come out. I don't think that thing will come out of that north.
Yeah.
That all that north part of that country, Egypt, Morocco, Algeria.
They don't tie them.
That they will go tie them. That cup will remain for north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
company come over north. Yeah.
Okay.
You know very well. So whenever West Africa always host organized Nation Cup, other North country they come to the year, but they suffer when they come for. When we go up here for North, we suffer too. So come up, man. That people that fan base, man, goodness, they will do all things to take that cup. We will remain for North.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Torede, when you say a team like Morocco deserve to take here because those people, they are well structured. They don't do a lot of things the way if they take and they really well deserve. They really deserve it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you never know.
Yeah.
Many things can happen.
That's true.
But most of the time when they even host the Nation Cup, now neighbor inside can take the cup. Sometimes it happen that way. So I probably believe that thing will either be between Egypt, Morocco, or Algeria. And some people really forget about Algeria. Algeria they get a very good team.
Yeah.
They get a very good team. So that is a thing that people need to worry because this North team they hardly adapt into where they are when they come for West Africa. But when they play for their own for that country, for north part of the country,
and they're number 12 man.
With that fan base.
Yeah.
With that fan base. Oof, man, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, I don't see how that thing it will remain for not.
Okay, Baba. Thank you.
But I hope Cameroon can take it, but
at least now you don't start hope. You said it talks a minute.
No, you're not getting my point.
No, we get you.
My point.
No, we get you.
My hope is not saying that I'm sitting here and claiming that because my heart go up now. For now, I'm not gonna sit here and cry.
You don't want to get heart attack.
No, I don't want to give me no heart attack. No way.
Okay, Baba. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good night. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, man. It's trust me, it's difficult to be a football fan, a Cameroonian football fan at this moment.
Yeah.
Because there is that thing that makes you feel like we can win. We can actually do this. But then when you be honest with yourself and you look at the guys who are playing, the clubs they are playing for, and then you look at other teams, you're like, But at the end of the day, my thing is, may they go do their best. May they know so they expect it to win, and may they take that mindset, go do their best. Rather than just tell them, say, no, even when I don't play final, it's okay.
So yeah, very, very good. So now that we have said it, we want our guys to do their best. Like we say, football is very different nowadays. There is no it is not an exact science that we say, on paper, this one will win and this one will lose. No, actually, if that was the case, Cameroon will be qualified for the World Cup, right? So right now, we are hoping that on the field, this guy will show the Hemley we are expecting from them. And with the Hemley, you can do anything. You can achieve that discipline and that sense of camaraderie that you guys sacrifice for one another in the field. You can definitely win this thing. So, yeah, even though we want to be humble, we expect you to give your 100%. If your 100% can take us to get the 6th star, yeah, we take that. We are takers. We take that.
Okay, another caller. Boss.
Yeah, even though we want
hello.
To be expect you to give
hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Chula Ondango.
Chula, it don't poo.
No, we begin to another appointment.
Well, now just say he makes some point that after I comment what I'm say he go see them try for a report. But anyway. No, but I will just talk and generally
go ahead.
As the talk. And I'll just share a link for this because he did dispute the fact saying Kulu start and then injury sending for bench. And I'll post link for the we have first game for 2017 against Burkina Faso 1-1. Kulu be there for bench.
Yes.
So that one of the thing with the dispute and I still insist this team get more experience than the 2017 team. The whole that back line for 2017, the starting back line, even with the goalkeeper, they will play their first Nations Cup.
True.
Their first Nations Cup, all them from Oyongo Bitolo, Ngande, Tekel, and Five, will be like their first Nations Cup. You come from midfield. I know Jum Siani, their first Nations Cup. The only man who I think we did Nations Cup before we been a
Manjek, yes.
Yeah. You go for attack line. Now the same thing with Tambe, Ndip Tambe and
Basogop.
What they call Basogop and the other man we from Kotong Sport. That former Kotong Sport player, all them. So I don't really understand. But if you come into this team, you get players the way they don't participate for Nations Cup before, where they be experienced.
Even
if they not be being a starter, if the World Cup step, even they not be being a starter. And then if you want to look again, you get even play in like Cayman, the way they don't come out, they don't play One Nations Cup. Cayman not be new player for inside football. The first way he get a lot of football experience, captain for French under 20 them and so on, play for Lyon and so on.
In front of Mbemo.
So he get a lot of experience in front of Mbemo and so on. Mbemo done there for Premier League now for so high level. Yes, he know what play Nations Cup, but we will not talk say he will lack experience for Nations Cup. So this team now some young team where he get experience, maybe not as much as the team that they win for 2000 and 2002, but they get the experience more than the team we win for 2017. And the quality of the player they even be better than the team we win for 2017. The quality of the player that they did for inside where they will potentially the star. Now one thing that way I want me to be very clear. And then you also see this matter of discipline. Second, I don't know whether who don't talk of if discipline not there for team, we have to take the best player that we not go ever win.
That's true.
Now why that me I don't move my heart for this team? I will also will go come off for first round. If we remain with that man way, people that be there for team way, they will get their personal problem then with president for federation, Fekafu president. Then instead for come play for we national team, because I think he annoy me with some of the players and I said they don't know say we too will be gross or with the dream say where which day will be where that is to play for Cameroon. But we will not be get the talent or sometimes will not be being lucky where they get that. So now an honor for them for come wear that GC play for national team where they can't take and wear and they instead take and find that their personal problem then they don't know say when they lost that game then so people then their blood pressure the high, some people that even die, get heart attacks. So for me, this was a welcome decision to put them aside. Even someone mentioned even the president of federation, to time with the gay own problem, they be suspended for
15 games.
They put it aside, 15 games, he appeal, they reduce I think to 8 or something like that. They be put it aside. So these ideas say they will bring to the one claim now say the problem being a minister. Now minister be the football federation will buy una air ticket and do all that in there. Why Zamboangisa, Mbemo and Wu they land for Douala, other people they land for Yaoundé. Now player the way this other man will already go gather and talk some more go winner for Yaoundé. They come out go there for Yaoundé. So all that kind of nonsense the way they make and would have miss World Cup for year and a lot of money for people that they know America where they've been hoping sometimes they will watch World Cup, a lot of people for the first time for their lives, they will miss out because a group of young people and they decide, say, okay, we're not going to listen to this man. For me, I don't care whether it don't go pass, but when I respect the person who occupy the office at that time when I be, even if we are not like it. Because tomorrow, some different man will come for the way other people they not go like it. But I would demand the same respect because we not feel the respect institution based on who occupied the office.
Exactly.
And the mistake that way people they make they only make a two and so on. It be unnecessary. It don't not be player again. It don't not a president of an institution where he get to apply the laws them and so on, and they get to respect you as president. So that meeting the worker. And when he would then come out for the next person will come out, I would demand me they give you the same respect, whether now who's superstar, whether they play over Real Madrid, they make which kind of amount of money, me they give you the same because now only so that we organize. With the Miss World Cup now because of disorganization in discipline.
That's true.
No reason not they were even if they be take na the Colomb we play qualifiers for Champions League, they keep their outfield. Me they go play Swatini. Just say Colomb not go beat Swatini for Swatini. So me I don't talk for us and also you be very optimistic. Hopefully they bring back the cup. Me I just feel say this team at least I expect at least quarterfinals from them. And that way, even if they come out for quarterfinals, say they run into I don't know, I want the tables then for see potential opponents if they come out first or second. If they run into a Morocco for quarterfinals or into a Nigeria and so on, and then Morocco kick me out, I don't think so. If it was a disaster, although I know that minister people they will call and say a disaster, and so they for take the team back from federation and so on. But now so we come to the day. So appreciate una platform.
Thank you.
Thank you for organizing it. I will follow during the competition. I will just continue to talk about the football, especially when league start, because I'm doing my interest. They are follow me now. First, Elite 1 for Cameroon, Elite 2. This soon, Premier League, then auditing them, and all the
Wow, boss, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And now the other speak that will get for encouraging also, more only focus on Nations Cup and World Cup. 80% of Cameroonians, they don't even learn how football work for Cameroon. Now because Samuel Eto'o, now President of FIFA Foot, with all the conversations, with all the bloggers talking about it, all the media houses talking about it. Now people don't even start to say, oh, now road is for President of FIFA Foot. Oh, now did this, now that. As he talk, more will not only focus on national team, more focus for local league also because the ecosystem that it's not just the national team, it's local football. For all level, but we don't go 2 hours 30 minutes.
Yes.
Start around now.
Yeah. So we just want to thank our callers. They've been, especially my guy from Uganda. It was amazing hearing a call from Uganda at this time of the night. Thank you for calling. A special shout out to you. Thank you guys for the comment section. I was really happy to see Aja back in the comment section, and mostly thank you for True Lion. We have divergent opinion, but this is how we grow, because the shock of this idea, we get at least a point, 1 or 2 points out of it. We might be wrong, he might be right on some, we might be right on some, he might be wrong on some, and that's how you guys on the comment, you guys, the caller, you come in to chip your own opinion, makes this conversation more interesting. So this is our house, this is our platform. We're going to keep this up, having this conversation. And mind you guys that these people deciding up there, they are listening. They have their PR, they have their communication team that go around and listen to what we're saying. And sometimes they'll get 1 or 2 ideas from what you guys are saying to improve our football. So thank you guys for always being our dear fellow and faithful viewers. So we thank you and see you on the next one.
Guys, please, sometimes also we don't even know which topic to talk about. Sometimes we just start off, we are not realizing some particular topic really be interesting because people they call and when they want to participate for the specific topic. So when you always remember to make suggestions, when already get our phone numbers, when you send me text or send me text or send me text to read it. Please, if we talk anything we don't like, how we don't agree with, twist and turn for bush. But don't talk so many things that we hear are things you agree with. You understand? Or some person don't talk something where you at least like and take another one, go tell other persons. All we are trying to do is just start conversations. All we are trying to do is just have conversations that can get our community from point A to point B. Thank you very much. And if we'll do anything tomorrow, we'll post them to read the page so that we will know the time and the topics we'll discuss or the guests we'll bring up. I think True Lion was a wonderful guest.
Always.